robbed him. I just want you to know you robbed him. Hello everyone, how we doing? Hi Ray, hi Quas, hi Potato. What jail? You can't jail me. That's impossible. I'll always escape. I'll do it again. Now that's what we like to hear. Never let him win. Never let him see success. Always block his shot. How's everyone doing today? We having a good weekend so far? I slept in. We slept in too much. And so today feels really fast. But it's okay. I gotta catch up on some sleep I probably honestly needed. So can't complain too much. But we're back with more Honkai Impact. We need to get through chapter 3 EX before we can go on to chapter 4. But I don't think it should be that long. I think we should get through it in one stream. Hopefully. Probably. Most likely. Surely. Not nearly as long. We'd love to hear it. Aw, thank you for the head pats, Ray. Thank you. My day was chill at first, but then had a huge mood boost for me. A good mood boost? Like, positive? Because if so, that's awesome. I hope it's positive. I made sure to file my Chama Corp taxes this weekend, which was an ordeal. Chama wanted to rob me of everything I own, but luckily I came out on top. But he tried. He tried to rob me. Make sure you all do your Chama Corp taxes. I just threw the video into Discord pet channel, but my shrimps finally... Wait, your shrimps had eggs. Wait, I want to see. Wait, I'm gonna mute that for a second, just in case. Wait, what type of shrimp is that? Nerd on? That looks so good. Yeah. which is why taxes are such a pain in the butt. That's really cool. Is that the egg behind it, or is that just a random snail? I'm confused. I don't know. I'm excited they're laying eggs, but popular jeweled shrimp. Blue dreams. Okay. I really like the color of them. It's a really pretty color. I approve of said color. Under the tail has a dark mass under it. The snail is just going by. Okay, I thought it was a snail, but I was like, oh heck if I know. Maybe something wild's happening. That's exciting though. How long until they hatch? How long does it normally take? I have a ton of snails in the tank by accident. Did they populate, like, or did you accidentally get too many? Ooh, that's exciting. How many do they normally have? Okay, make sure I click the right one so we don't end up somewhere that I don't even know where it's taking me. Born, suffered, and died with many unfulfilled wishes, or few. That's all. You know, I don't know what I was expecting coming back in, but I wasn't expecting the sad music all of a sudden. I should have known. I should have known. Yeah, so the snails were really, really tiny. When I bought the plants and put them in, the snails just so happened to be on them is all, and now they just... Oh, so you didn't buy snails. They came on the plants that you bought? Despair impact. We love to see it. That's what we're here for. I'm here for despair and despair only. Happiness? No, I don't know her. Never known happiness. I think there's only been like a handful of moments where I'm just like, oh, these are happy tears. Ah. But it's okay to have them in your tank though. Like they aren't so bad that you have to try to get rid of them. Ooh.
話によると100年前の老朽では異常現象が頻発していた。暗影が太陽を覆って罪が世に降り立った。噂では厄災の名は金雨。空に根を張り火を飲み込んだために
The art for this is so cool.
老朽の人々は抗おうとしたけど火を蝕む悪には勝てなかった。一瞬で老朽は厄災に見舞われ嘆きの地と化す。なんとその時ある義士が立ち上がった。彼が集めた瞬血は七術と呼ばれた。彼らは人々を支配する者、万物に精通する者、
Vegeta's so
諸
hot.
悪を一掃する者、陰影を駆使する者、状況を洞察する者。
Oh, the hole in their chest for the heart was really cool.
人の身で神に近づき星の加護を受けた彼らは金雨と一戦を交える。星が光を失い天地が崩れ力を尽くした7人は金雨を倒してみせた。そして光を取り戻す。彼らは創世のアンカーを作り自身を模した7つの釘を置き平和を守った。まさに主情救済好みをすつ文や庭園万古に存ず。
Yeah, they're not an actual problem, but there's a way to get rid of them if I feel like it. The organic way is to get an assassin snail. Wait, that's actually their name. Okay, the other method is me to literally remove them myself. That feels like it'd be a lot to remove them all yourself, especially if there's so many of them. Gonna carve these monsters. You hunting? I really like the art for that. Also, we rewrote history, didn't we? Technically.
お姉ちゃんも気に入った本があったら読んでいいよ。あら、じゃあすずめちゃんは老朽で一番の仙人になりたいの。
少女、今回は逃げない。
もう死んじゃうの？
Not if I have anything to say about it. No, you're not. Please.
じゃあ夢追い人、今のあんたはうちのことを
Well
どんな人
then,
間
what
だと
kind
思
of
って
person do
る？
you think I am now? It was nice. No, don't say that.
あなたは
No, she's fine. She's fine.
はいはい、嘘が苦手な嘘つきなんてのはもうやめてよ。今回は誰もがうちに騙された。この欺瞞の術の称号も今や名実相伴う。少しも術に恥をかかせないよ。だからうちのやりたいこと、心の中の願いは
Yeah, I
も
saw
う全部
that.
叶えられた。
How long is
そうだよ
that
ね。
in the term of like
これで
years and
う
months?
ちの人生に少しの悔いもないって言えるだろ。だからこんな風にあんたに別れを告げることができるんだ。それじゃ夢追い人、
Oh my god.
さよなら。
Oh, that's so long.
少女くん、待って。
Don't you wait? Oh, we're back? Oh,
やっぱり夢だったんだ。
it's just a dream.
こんな時間まで寝てた
And
なん
look
て。
at the time.
少女くんの
If
消
we
息が
we just
途絶え
dreamed
て
all
から
that. Nothing
もう
nothing
3日も
happened
経
at
って。
all. It's been 3 days since Sungju went missing.
親切姉さんからのメッセージだ。
A message from Jinja?
せっかくの休みなのに
I hope I didn't
邪魔をしちゃ
disturb
っ
your
たら
rare
ごめん
break.
ね。
I just returned from
さっき
Longkyu
老朽
and
から
brought
帰
you
ってきて
something.
どうしてあなたを連れて行かなか
Are
っ
you
たのか
complaining
っ
why I
て
didn't bring you
愚痴って
along?
る？
Do the math. When was the
どれ
last
く
time
ら
you
い
had a
眠っ
good
てな
night's
いか
sleep?
ちゃんと考
I
えて
had
み
let you
て。
rest a little
だ
longer.
からもう
Come
少し
meet me
休
at
ま
the
せて
anchor
あ
of
げようと思っ
apocalypse
たの。
after you get up.
起きたら週末のアンカーに来てね。親切姉さんが老朽から持ち帰って
Brought
きたも
something
の。
from Longkyu. What could it be? One Songju, please?
とりあえず起きて親切姉さんのところに行こう。
I should get up first.
晴れた日は
Rotating
たまにお日様と
airflow
おしゃべりしたく
yo-yo?
なるね。
Wait, you get furniture for the flat? I actually didn't. Can you decorate your room? Is that a thing?
少し私だけ
Na-na-na-na-na-na.
行こう。見知らぬ景色、いつも通りだね。今日のアンカビルはすごく賑やかだね。昔とあまり変わらないかもしれないけど、生活感か。夢追い人来たんだね。ちゃんと眠れた？
Mama, you came. How was your
ご飯は？
sleep? Have you
お腹空いてる？
eaten? Are you hungry? Do you
腹
want
ごしらえに
chocolate to
と
curb
り
your
あえず
hunger?
チョコでも食べとく？
No, Senna, I don't need any chocolate. I want to be a yo-yo man. I cried, yet the yo-yo master didn't respond. He just kept yelling. No, though, let's be real. Those people who can do tricks with yo-yos are like wild. That's true magic right there. I always tried to do them, and I would hit myself with the yo-yo. Along with the group's concerned gaze came the girl's warm
大丈夫
voice.
だよ、セナ。
It's
まだ
okay,
お腹は
Senna.
空いてない
I'm
か
not
ら
hungry.
食べなくても大丈夫。
If you haven't eaten, you'll be happy to know a grandiose open banquet is awaiting us. Oh, really?
少
Huh?
し元気になったみたいだね。
You look more alive. Good.
安心して、親切姉さ
I
ん。
fully recovered after
Hiro
sleeping till
直前まで寝
noon,
てたし、
but you said you
ちゃんと
brought
休めた
something
よ。
from Longkyu.
相変わらずせっかち
As
なんだ
hasty as always, aren't you? A friend of mine in Longkyu asked me to give you this.
これは
Is this
セルマから
an
の
invite
宴の招
to
待状
Thelma's feast?
うん
Yes, in
彼女
her
自身
words,
の
she
言
will
葉を
throw
借り
an
ると
incomparable
装束を忘
feast
れ
to
ないように 今
commemorate
までにないくらい盛大
Songkyu.
なパーティーを開くんだって親切姉さん
Is there still no word of
長
Songkyu's
尺の消
status?
息がつかめないの術のやり方や
I've searched for
デ
her
ータ研
numerous
究所の
times
捜索
using
方法で
Shu's
何度も
method
試したけど
or the Institute's.
得
Our
られる
attempts
結
led
論
to
は
one
一つだけだった
conclusion.
老朽にいた小弱と罹患の
Songkyu
実
and
相
the Ten
は
Faces of Misery have
共に消え
perished
ていった
together in Longkyu. No, you just couldn't find her. Ugh. I could not become a yo-yo man. You never know. Have you tried? Did you train?
そっか
I see.
夢追い人大丈夫
Chama, are you alright?
英才を払って
Purging the shadow calamity so Longkyu would never live in the fear of the Ten Faces of Misery again. Regardless of what the Shoes thought deep down, the people perceive this as their lifelong wish. I could not do it. Oh no, that's depressing. It's okay, Nerdon. Your talents lie elsewhere in the writing of Monster Girl dissertations. I would say that's something to be proud about. Yeah, Songkyu and the others fulfilled their duty and protected Longkyu. But no, nothing. But what is the missing Songkyu's wish? Afraid of pain and death, cowardly, ran for her life at the first sight of danger. For someone like her, had her wish come true. Hey, you're zoning out again. You've been acting like this for the past few days. In that case, how about we set out for Longkyu now? Helio and Coralie are ready. Let's go back to the world that Songkyu loved and saved. Although we haven't heard from her yet, I bet she's already become everyone's hero. I'm assuming people at least remember who she is, or at least the Shoes do, if they're throwing a banquet in her honor. I can't let my normal friends know about it. They would never understand. You publish the paper under a different name. They'll never know. But what if they do happen to ever read it? It won't come back to you. Songkyu, she must want her friends to witness her greatest and most beloved moment, right? The redhead did her best to imagine, while fixing her eyes on her usual quiet friend. Senna has a point. I'm occupied with disaster relief for Longkyu, so I suggest you head there now. Senna, Coralie, Helia, I'm leaving Chama in your hands. Roger that. Go. Better not be late. That's right. Let's go, Chama. Time for some free food. The voices of your friends, more eager than usual, cut the hesitant words short. Go. The questions in your heart can only be answered by connecting with the hustle and bustle she cherished, can't they? Did I hear free? Good. Wait, do we have to pay for the food? Are we gonna have to pay for the banquet? Oh no. Wait. Well, Can I pay with my services? I don't have any money. I don't think we have any money. She smiled softly and refused to answer more questions. Your friends at your side leaned forward and waved at you. I see. Damn, Senna. Gonna strike a pose when we get in?
今はまだ災害が収まって再建段階ってところだよ。むしろ今までと比べると少し静かだからちょっと慣れないかな。
でも老朽で一番賑やかな場所って琥珀街でしょ？
あ、別にそういう話じゃないよ。あれ？夢追い人、上にいる人たちって見覚えあるよね。兄さん。
Brother, I realized for the first time that the scenery here is beautiful. Why couldn't I see it before? That's because our mindset is different. Last time we came, I pretended to jump from the building so you would produce fear for trading at the fear gathering. Honestly, whenever I saw you frightened, I couldn't stop questioning why we must suffer like this. How could the people of Longq live in peace if their life depended on fear? But I couldn't voice my grievances and remorse. Now that I brought this up, I want to say sorry, and I hope it's not too late. Don't say that. You did it because you didn't want us to starve. I'm actually more concerned about what we'll do in the future. Without the fear gathering, without the shadows, we're on our own now. You sound excited about it. Why wouldn't I? I no longer have to worry about the next shadow calamity, or force myself to live in fear. I can finally live my life. Yes, Osha is aiding us for the time being, but we will eventually need to provide for ourselves. I haven't figured out what to do yet. In a sense, an uncertain future is fearful in its own right. Don't worry, we can think about it together. We'll stick together in the many days to come. Whoa, those two scared me the last time I saw them. After the shadows disappeared, the people of Longq no longer need to force themselves to live in fear. For them, this is definitely a new life that's unknown yet worth looking forward to. Oh, you know them? We do. When Cham and I arrived in Longq, we came across them pretending to jump from the building in exchange for fear. We didn't know how the people here make a living, so there was a little misunderstanding. A big misunderstanding. Trading fear for life is a rule of survival that's difficult for outsiders to understand. In that sense, the people of Longq, accustomed to getting something for nothing, will face many challenges during the transition period. Saying they get something for nothing is a hyperbole. Sometimes I believe the aid from Osha will carry them through this period until they can earn a living through productive labor. Compared with forcing yourself to fear and trading with shadows, earning your living is more assuring and positive. I really want to say you're thinking like an idiot, but there are people here who think like you. Are you calling them all idiots, Squirrely? You must be talking about the Mangor. Maybe he's also nearby today. Ah, it's Master Songchu's outside friends. No, Senna said this term of address is too long. It's not too long. It's not too long. We actually like it. But now that Longq and Osha are reconnected, Chama doesn't count as an outsider anymore, eh? Since we can travel to and fro via the Anchor of Apocalypse, Mr. Monogor, planning on visiting Osha? I want to spend more time with Emily and the others, so not yet. Not to mention that in Longq, without the fear gathering, more and more people would need to learn how to plant. Someone has to impart that knowledge, and that someone is me. I didn't expect your stubbornness to become an indispensable asset in the new Longyu.
コラリ
I was just being emotional. Stubborn is a fitting word. The last person who called me that was also stubborn herself. She stood atop the 10 faces of misery to expel evil. Although that charlatan must be shaking in her boots, she stubbornly performed her duty as a shoe till the last moment. Huh? I thought you thought I thought poorly of her. I said what really repelled me was her relationship with the shadows. What good would trading with the shadows using that wicked thing do to her? In the end, she's still... whatever. I told her that omniscient power couldn't be trusted. Although the fear gathering was held by Songchu, shadow calamities and gadget fundamentally had nothing to do with her violation. Without Songchu and the fear gathering, nobody would be able to survive on this warped land. How could I not understand the reason? I planted crops again and again, but they never grew. Yet the days of subsisting on shadows will surely end, which is something the Shu's should know much better than I do. Fear gathering and labor couldn't be more opposite. People are used to eating bread after not fearing anything. They wouldn't stand the toils of growing their food. I didn't want things to stay that way, but I was useless and couldn't find a way for everyone to live on without the fear gathering. As much as I hated the shadows and the fear gathering, it was only wishful thinking. Return the slab? What slab? At least now your thoughts and expectations have a chance to come true. Longyu no longer needs to depend on shadows. Yeah, we wouldn't have a future to speak of if not for that charlatan. No, it's all thanks to that Shu, Songchu. Dad, what's wrong? Did Master Songchu go somewhere better? Why do you look so pale? Yeah, Emily, she went someplace better. Daddy's okay, Emily. Daddy just thought of things he did poorly and couldn't fix now. Oh, don't worry, Daddy. Songchu said everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Once there was a Longyu girl who found strength in such words of solace and poverty. After she grew up, the solaced little Emily the same way with a smile. Only now, when the children of Longyu repeated it, it no longer carried a grayish warm undertone. The gray had transformed into hope, aspiration, and the glimmer that hovered when the stars rose. Yes, everything will be fine. Everything will be fine, but where's my... Wait. Oh. It's their supplies for helping. Isn't that the Weishia in the building? She is actively working? Did someone rewrite her program? My guess is that she has the same model as Weishia. Since the city sent many robots to distribute resources and provide aid. Hello, citizens of Osha. May I help you? You're so enthusiastic. Unlike Weishia. Maybe that's why they only put Weishia on guard duty. If you don't know what I can help you with, why not try the inquiry function? Let me better fulfill your needs through good old-fashioned questioning. Don't. After what we've been through, I don't want to ask a general AI anything. Question. What is that you've been through? Oh, you better not ask. At least it's not your fault.
でも質問といえば
But if we're asking
老朽の
questions,
人たちに
I have one
聞くべ
that
きじ
may
ゃない
be
質問があ
inappropriate
るん
to
だ
ask
け
a
ど
local.
ここの人たちは今
The
まで
locals
貨
replace
幣と
currency
原
and
材
raw
料の代わ
material
りに恐
production
怖
with
と回収を
fear.
頼りにしていた
In the fear
あんたから
gathering
見て
in the
彼ら
past,
が
in
自
your
給自足して
estimation,
狼みた
how
いな暮
long
らし
will
を
it
送れ
take
るよう
before
に
the
なるまで
locals can be
どれくらいの
self-sufficient
時
and
間が
live in
か
an
かると思う
economy similar to
いい
Osha's?
質問ですね。
Good question. Generally speaking, achieving that stage would take some time, and the future economic system of Longqu is unlikely to mirror Osha's, as it will be unique to Longqu in some way. But to be specific, we need to factor in the situation of the shoes and the Longqu people. The speed at which the new system advances will also be affected by the communication frequency between Osha and Longqu.
交流頻度
I'd like to know if anyone from Longqu is willing to travel to
週末のアン
Osha.
カーで桜花に行きたいっていう老朽人が
いいえ、現時
So
点で
far, we only have one
志願者は
volunteer
スカダーという
named
方のみ
Scudder,
ですね。
and the others are still hesitant to sign up. Of course, the shoes are not counted.
想定内ってところだ
I'm
ね
not surprised.
他に質問がなければ
If you don't have other questions, I will enter sleep mode to save energy.
まだ聞きたい
Oh,
こ
I
とが
have
あるよ
one. What's inside these tightly sealed crates?
それも
This is also a good question. It's something more vital than food. Without it, Longqu would fall apart.
そんなに
That's serious.
じゃ
So
あ
what is
一
it?
体何多分
Probably source matter provided by Osha to resist the corruption of the sea of data in place of the shadows.
桜花が提供し研究所から聞いてる
Yes,
よ
the Institute knows that, based on the zero-sum relation between the Shadow's authority and the Sea of Data, now that the 10 Faces of Misery has disappeared from Longqu, we must artificially inject source matter into locations such as the Pool of Shadows to prevent the sea from corrupting the bubble
正確な
universe.
回答です
Perfectly said. To lower the acceptance threshold for Longqu people, we described the injection of source matter as a new form of fear gathering, and it worked like a charm.
昔は回収を取り仕切ってた人
Funny
間の
that
こと
they
をあん
hated
な
the
に嫌
host
って
of
た
the
のに
fear gathering, but can
今は
only
回
understand
収
a
で
new way
新
of
し
life
い生
by
き方を理解することに
analogy
な
with
る
the
なん
fear
て
gathering.
この表現に
It appears that you have suggestions on how and on words. It appears that you have suggestions on our repackaging. Please go ahead. I will submit it to the executive sector truthfully for discussion. Hi, D Potato. How you doing?
うんなんでもない
No, forget it. Please get back to work. I mean, if just rephrasing it and saying it's like fear gathering works, why change it if they can understand it?
かしこまりました。エネルギー節約のため
Okay, entering sleep mode to save energy.
真
We
面
should
目に働
let
くエイカの
Osha's
仲間の
friend
邪
do
魔を
her
しないで
job.
おこう
Let's take a good look
そろそ
around
ろ
Amber
国外に
Street.
行かないととにかくみんなは老
Regardless,
朽を
everyone
救っ
must be
た英雄
grateful
に
to the
感
hero
謝
who
してる
saved
はず
Longqu.
今
Lemme
回
is
はセルマ
hosting
が主
this
催者
time,
だし
so I'm sure
きっと
Songchu
勝
will
者
gain a
の
lot
顔
of
を
face
立てて
from
くれる
it.
と思うよ多分
I guess. Senna didn't seem like she agreed with that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Amber Street is as lively as it was that day. With everyone gathered here praising the big hero Songju, she must feel so proud of herself.
飢え死によりもメンツを
Starving to
失う
death
こと
is
の方
trivial
が
while
大
losing
変
face is serious.
彼女
I
のポ
won't
リシー
judge
に
her
対して
belief,
はノーコ
but
メントだけど
but we're all happy for her to see her wish of being remembered by everyone has come true. Yeah. Let's go and hear how her neighbors tell this big hero story. You might even add important details to her legend. Yeah. Should I go solo the new monster and Monster Hunter update? Yeah. We need to get on and do the new monsters. The gear looks really good.
一体どうすればいいんだ
I really want to make all the gear, and the weapons looked really good as well. Time to hunt some monsters.
どうしたものか
What can be
そんなに
done?
悲しまないで。
Don't be sad. Times may be difficult, but she must want those who recall her to feel happy and proud, right?
って考えるはずだよ。
I'm sure you can. You can do it, Nerdon. I believe in you. You took Arkfeld down solo.
悲しむって
Huh. What sad? Huh? Aren't you super sad about what happened to Sangchia?
何その
Who?
なんとか弱って
Yeah?
執着。
Wait, do they not remember who she is? Do only the shoes remember? Hi, Maxie.
ああ小弱のこと
Oh,
か
her.
知ってるよ
I know her. She's the best card player in Amber Street.
彼女なの
Okay. I was gonna be really upset there if they couldn't remember who she was.
そんな特技があったんだね。
She's good at
そうだ
that.
よ
You
いつも
bet. She always
麻雀は
says
病
playing
気を
cards
治
cures
すとか
all
言って
illnesses
暇さえあれば遊ん
and
でたん
does
だ
that whenever she
そうい
feels
え
like
ば
it.
ここ数
I
日
haven't
は
seen
姿
her the
が見当
last
たら
few
ないな
days. Maybe she's winning
またどこ
somewhere.
かで麻雀をやってるのかもしれない
I'm a gotcha player, 14 games, and a league player. Usune's soap is the most powerful. Oh, damn, you're right. You're right. I still think you can do it. It may be tough. It may be the most difficult battle you ever face, but you will prevail. Is she playing basically Sangchia's arc? She's so relatable for me. I really like her. I liked her in the beginning. It was a little rocky getting into part 2 for the first couple of chapters. Well, first 2 I should say, because I'm only on 3. But 3 really rounded it out and made it worth it. I also really like Lantern. I wasn't expecting to like Lantern as much as I did, but she's probably my second favorite shoe right behind Sangxue. Dropped it for a long while. Yeah, I heard a lot of people weren't happy with the first 2 chapters, but were really happy when 3 came around. Yeah, Lantern is so freaking awesome. I love her. I'm kind of sad that I didn't pull on her, but I'm not a huge fan of her actual character's play style, but like her herself and her story is so good.
本当に執着の話なの？
Are you sure you're talking about
違うの
Sangju?
かいや
He's
これ
not
から
like
何の
that.
商
Look
売
at
をす
me.
れ
All
ば
I
いいの
can
かず
think
っ
of
と
is
考
how
え
to
て
make
た
a
んだ
living.
誰
So I
の
have a hard
話か
time
思い出さな
remembering
くても不思議
people.
じゃないだろ
You look like a clever bunch. Why don't
ち
you
ょ
help
うど
me
よかっ
out?
た君たちは頭が
Are
良さそ
still
うだし
top
なんか提
2.
案してくれないかな
Vita. I don't want to say she's my number 1 because I love Fua so much, but goddamn, Vita has a grip on my heart that's so dangerous. And I know she's in part 2, so who knows, but I do love Fua so much.
じゃあ、
How
まず
about
勉強
starting
し
by
て
studying and
何
acquiring a
か特技を
skill,
身につけるっていうの
or
は
be
どう？
apprentice
あ
to
るいは
or be
誰
apprentice
かに
to
弟子入り
someone.
するとか。
Oh my god. I don't think it's up anymore. I have it on YouTube but not public for 1.5. I'll need to get it all uploaded, but the end of 1.5, when she's talking to Sa at the very end, oh my goodness. I love her. Oh.
いやそんなんじゃ形になるまで時間がかかる勉強は商売ほど
That's
早
not
く金になるわけ
promising.
じゃない
Do
か
I
ら
look like a
ね
nerd to you? Studying doesn't bring in money
これか
like
らは
doing
回収も
business.
ないし
But now that the fear gathering is no more, what everyone wants,
ジャンソ
I
ーで
know,
も開
I'll
こう
open a
か
card room.
そのなんとか
Didn't
弱ってや
that
つも
Sangchia
麻雀は病気を
say
治すって言
playing
ってた
cards
し
cures all
きっと
illnesses?
人気が出るはずだ
Everyone will come. What do you think?
な君たち
Man's
はど
gonna
う
be opening a gambling den. I think you should go for it.
へえ、いい
Oh,
案だね。
you're so right.
成功
Good
を祈る
luck.
よ。
へへありがとう君たちもその時
Google
は来てく
one
れ
of
よ
the original 151 Pokemon on your phone and press the Pokeball. Well, I can't do it on my phone because it's in use right now. Is it some like Google exclusive thing? Here, wait. I'll forget if one second. Let me open my sticky notes and I'll write it down so I don't forget. Only works on mobile. Okay. I'll write it down because I want to know. Do I get a random Pokemon? This isn't what I imagined. Songchia has been helping them with the fear gathering this whole time, and she saved Nonkia in the end. And it doesn't look like they care. Do they know? Do they remember her, but not? Have we altered the history? Is she not the same? Has she? I don't know. We'll wait and see. Even the greatest cause generates short-lived buzz. If it falls on an individual, the necessities of life are an eternal topic, not that. The redhead glanced at her friend's face furtively. When she noticed the person beside her was silent, her usual warm smile returned to her slightly downcast face. Coralie has a point. Saving the world is to give everyone a tomorrow. How life goes on is more important than anything. And everyone dreaming of their future is part of the hustle and bustle, right? Perhaps the girl didn't become the beloved hero she thought she would, but she kept her favorite hustle and bustle alive. Oh, thank you for paying your taxes.
Pay your Charm Corp taxes.
Heck yeah. Not a tax evader. We love to see it. And we just arrived at Amber Street. That dude's just an exception. Yep, there's some time before the feast starts. We should look around some more. I think I hear something over there. Oh my goodness. The theater actor? Master Songchuk, gone. How will I live? No, I didn't do anything. It's not my fault. Don't blame me. I'm not taking the blame. You think a live-action Honkai Impact movie could be made? I think the better question is, should it be made? And in that case, I would say no. I don't think they should do a live action. Would I be happy with an anime? Yes, but that'd be a lot. I feel like they could maybe animate certain arcs. Wait, is it the new one, or are you talking about the live action Techno? Because I know there's a new anime coming out, but I don't know if DMC has a live action or not. Songchia will be touched to know she's got such a loyal friend. Wait, you didn't like it? I know Cross really wanted to watch it though. The sexy sax? Bro, that's part 2's soundtrack. It's so good. It's not good. Oh. I know Cross and I were talking about it. We wanted to watch it to see how it was, but that's kind of a letdown. And I don't know if I want to pay for Netflix to watch something I might not like. I mean, I'll find something else to watch in the meantime, but to the source material. I know the original anime that they did for it wasn't that good either, but I was hoping that maybe they went more off the games with this one. I know Cross was also on the fence because they were changing the voice actors for I think Dante. Wait, calm down. I know you're feeling down, but don't think that way. Virgil and Dante. Okay, I was gonna say Virgil, but I wasn't 100% on that one. And Lady, everyone. I thought there was some people who had the same voice actors, but maybe not. Good heavens, could I not? What a callous world we live in. That the most contentious person in Amber Street met this end. The populace is degenerate? Sonja has held the fear gathering and stabilized the nails for a century, and sacrificed herself to protect Longq, which is truly admirable. But as long as there are people like you who recognize her efforts, the populace isn't degenerate. He's right. The 10 faces of misery has disappeared from Longq, and people are leading new lives. There are plenty of opportunities waiting for you in the future. Don't make fun of me. The shadows are gone. So are my opportunities in Longq. Yeah, he can't be a theater actor. He just has to be a plain normal theater actor now. Huh? For all these years, I've worked hard for my neighbors' fear gathering, but now they're all over those tin cans for Osha and have cast me aside. Oh, the hypocrisy. Woe is me. So he's just complaining about the disappearance of the fear gathering, putting him out of a job. Won't you agree that fate is harsh and unfair? Oh, then I suppose the supplies behind you also delivered by those tin cans from Osha. If you don't want them, you can give them to those in need. I didn't misunderstand Osha's good intentions, nor will I take those same-looking robots to heart. It's just that people have to earn their living, as living on charity isn't a solution. So I wasn't choking with sobs from my unemployment, but Longq's future. Oh yeah? Then what will you do to earn a living? About that. Right. That depends on your backing. Us? Our backing? I recognized you're a friend of Master Sonchu's at first sight. I forgot to greet you because I was busy crying over losing my job. Losing Sonchu, the hero. Over the years, I've complimented Master Sonchu's fear-gathering career and known her personally. So, what do you want us to do? You see right through me. You must have come for Miss Lama's feast, right? Yes, and as her distinguished guest, could you put in a good word for me to help me get by? While we're at it, let me point you in her feast direction. That way. You're a talented actor. Surely you can feed yourself if you continue acting. Wait. What did you mean by that? I can't fill my stomach with air. Living a life is more charitable than forging the 7 nails. Coralie means you don't have to be anxious about unemployment yet. With your superb acting and quick emotional access, I believe you'll be able to make a name for yourself in the theater business. It's true. If he applies for plays in Osha, he would at least have enough to eat. Please, I'm not that good. But plays? What's long gone in Longq still exist in Osha? What a pleasant surprise. Whoa, his expression changed in a flash. He's talented. Since we're all on the way to Thelma's feast, let's go together. Do we have to take him with us? Can we just leave him here?
あれはセラペウム？
Oh, Sarah.
あら、思ったよりも早いわね。セルマの体はまだ完全
Her
に回
body
復してないの。
hasn't fully recovered?
なーに？そんな哀れむような目で見てくるなんて。
Sarah's so cute.
落ちぶれた貴族
Looking
が
at
見
me
られ
so
るとでも思ったの？
pityingly? As though you enjoy watching a noble fall from grace. I like how she's just enjoying her book. She's like, I ain't got time for this. Gonna enjoy my book. Yeah, I like the dynamic between these two by the end.
そんなつもりはないよ。
No, I didn't mean that. Even if Lonku is free of shadows, it only serves me a different kind of pleasure.
違う楽しみが増えただけ。彼らの生活と
No
こ
matter
の
how
世界に大き
drastically
な
the
変化があった
livelihoods
と
in
して
the
も、
world have changed,
生まれつきの気
innate
概と因縁
poise
は
and prevalent
人々の
prestige
心
will
から
never
消え
fade
た
from
りしない。
hearts.
影がなくたって
Without the shadows, I can still
私は
dominate the
人の
hearts of
心を支配
humans.
で
You
きる
can
わ。
still dominate my heart, that's for goddamn sure.
だから彼らはあの時のように
That's why they vied to be the first to step inside my feast today, as they did then.
何せ凡
After
人の
all,
願いは
the
大して変
vulgar
わらない
only
し
wish for identical and boring
退屈極
things.
まりないもの。彼女まで
Even her. After being my pet for so long, she hasn't
何
learned
年
a
も私
thing.
のペットをやってきたのに。小弱。そうよ。スズ
Indeed,
メちゃんの願いも
little
平凡で
Songchu
滑稽なものだった
wish was as
軟弱
ridiculous.
で臆病なくせ
He
に
was
威張るの
spineless
が
and
好きで
cowardly, yet she
そ
had
の
to
上
put on a
自分の名を歴史
charade
に残そうだなん
and
て
fantasize about being immortalized in
本
history.
当に愚かよ
He
ね
was foolish beyond saving. Don't you dare say that. Wait, Jason's karaoke. Excuse me? Where? When? Damn it. She's such an arrogant character, but also very grounded. I like that about her, about how arrogant she is, but also, like, she's very, well, I guess grounded is the word. It's a refreshing type of character, because I expected her to just be kind of arrogant and wanting to dominate everyone without being so... Oh my god, I got distracted by Discord. Without being so, like, real? And why is she Jason? No, it's a friend. It's a friend who's apparently, like, posting videos of them singing karaoke, and I'm missing it, but it's okay. The videos are eternal. I'll see them later. It's okay.
愚かだったわ。
Foolish beyond saving. She loathed hypocrisy and pretense, for she wasn't free from those traits herself. And a sound that was half compliment and half groan, a long forgotten memory floated up her mind. In her detective trait, that is? Wait. What? I don't... To Batman. I'm not really into Batman stuff. I think I've seen like one Batman movie, so I wouldn't really know the parallels to him.
あなたに掃除の仕事を任せた
And
覚
they
え
were
はな
like
い
the
んだ
older
けど。
Batman movies. I don't think I've seen any of the more recent ones.
あなたも私の置物になりたいの？
I don't remember assigning you to cleaning, or maybe you wish to become my newest decoration too.
ああ、うちは
My only wish is to get to know you more, so I can be a better service.
思ってるんだ。へえ、けなじゃ
Really?
ね。
So what exactly do you wish to know about me?
私
Everything.
うち
It's only been a few days since I came to your grand mansion, but I'm already super impressed by your unparalleled
もうセルマ様の人柄を完全に理解したよ。
panache? Is that really the word you're
こ
gonna
の
use?
豪華なお屋敷。
Look at your stately mansion, your exquisite wardrobe, and the delicious cuisine beyond count at your banquet. Your name stands for the noble class. That's your understanding of nobility? I've always been observant since I was a kid. Besides, it might make you laugh, but I've been longing to become a noblewoman my entire life. This way, I get to do whatever I want, and the world revolves around my desire and needs. Even if I turn out to be a good-for-nothing brat, my name will shine bright on the printed family tree. But you, Lady Thelma, you're the pinnacle of the noble class, and the spoiled brats can't even hold a candle to you. Your name is known far and wide, and your stories are sung by bards everywhere in Nonkyo. Looks like you crave hard for fame, right? My understanding of fame is nowhere near as deep as yours, but even without a brain, I know fame can work wonders. And not to mention, when I get famous, people who used to look down on me would flood to me with sweet words, citing how close we used to be. Oh, I wouldn't miss it for the world. That does sound fun. Seeing you're so obsessed with fame, here's some free advice for you. Really? Thank you a million. Lady Thelma, I'm all ears. Given the situation Nonkyo is in right now, there are only two ways for people like you to become famous. You either become the worst villain, like the one on Amber Street, or try to be the ultimate good guy. She's gonna be the ultimate good guy, just you wait. I don't think I have what it takes to be a villain. Sangchi the Shameful doesn't really have a nice ring to it, and I fear I might be backstabbed by one of my enemies at any time. So you wish to become the nicest person in Nonkyo then? Lady Thelma, you know Greed is my middle name, and I'm definitely not cut out for this. While they are both rich heirs with a strong sense of justice, someone won't say she's the type, but she is so freakishly heroic and great detective. Okay. You know yourself well. I'll give you that at least. Well, you can still be a docile pet. Maybe your master's name can shine upon you too. Being a docile pet is... more than enough for me. If only I can serve Lady Thelma till my very last breath. That would be a peaceful life and full of purpose. Peaceful life. If you follow me, this is the first illusion you need to get rid of. That was indeed a dangerous day, but you made it smooth sailing with your wisdom and skill, Lady Thelma. Always poised and graceful. Even in danger, noblemen stay cool and collected. If the worst happens and they're cast to the bottom with everything, they've ceased taken away. They seek to favor the fun in their new life. Lady Thelma, what do you mean by everything they've seized taken away? Didn't you receive compensation from the Bai family? You didn't return it, did you? Thelma's eyes rested on Sangchi's bewildered face. All break time. Alright, I need water. This noisy bird could never bother her with such a foolish question if she hadn't returned its power tenfold and more on Amber Street. Foolish beyond saving. Huh? Remember well, the things I get my hands on and the servants I take in will never be returned. You got it, boss. I'll keep every letter of these words in my mind. we recovered, or she recovered from the trance, and the crispy sound of the guaranteed faded away alongside the distant
彼女み
memory.
たいな記憶力が
As a
悪
pet
く
with
て
a bad memory
うぬぼ
and
れ
too
るよう
much
なペットは
self-important, she was neither
役人に
hero
なる
nor
資格も
villain
なければ
material. But
善人にな
somehow
る覚
she
悟もな
yearned
い
for fame, the fakest of all
だから
things.
彼女は私が
Thus,
与え
she
た自由
abused
を
the
無駄
freedom I
にして
handed out to her and made the
最
most
も愚か
stupid
な決断
decision.
をしたのよ
もし小弱がそう決断
As
しなかっ
Songchu
たら
didn't make the
老朽は
choice,
影の檻になって
Longqiu
し
had
まってたよ
have
そんな
Longqiu
結
would
果
have
は
become a
誰
prison
も
of
望んでなかっ
shadows,
たでしょ
a loss for everyone. Thelma's still my second best design of part 2, and Songchu's god form is my fave of part 2. Wait. Oh, I do think you meant part 2. I think her overall design's good. I do like her outfit that they gave away for Thelma more than her original outfit. The little wings on the back just are too good for me. I like it a lot, but I do agree that Songchu perception, that form is really good. That would probably be my top as well. I think my 2 would honestly end up being Thelma as well, just because I haven't been introduced to anyone else. But I think she would move further down later. Delta is my top number 1 there. If I had to do a tier list for design of characters, it would be way different probably than my actual tier list of favorite characters.
あらあなたは誰の代わりにそんなこ
Oh,
とを
what
言って
makes you
るの
think you can speak for everyone? I
あな
couldn't
たの
care
言う
less
代価
about the
なんて
price
気
to
にしない
pay
し
or the
あんな
intangible
器
greater
な大事
good.
なんてなおさ
What's
ら
the
よ
fun in being noble if you can't follow your
セ
heart?
ルマにとって
Tier
小
list
弱は
stream?
大義よりもずっと大事な人なんだ
Maybe.
ね
Maybe we can do one
もし
day.
彼女が知った
I'll
ら
have to see
き
if
っと
there's
感動
even
すると
one.
思うよ
I'm sure there's one for impact characters. I'll have to see how detailed and up to date it is. I might have to make my own if I were to do one. So in your eyes, Songchu is more important than the greater good. She would be moved to tears if she had the chance to hear it for herself.
そんな気持ちの悪いこと言
Drop
わない
it.
でちょ
It's
うだい
disgusting.
ちょっとした気まぐれで
What I did was
私の
giving
ペ
my
ット
pet a
に選択
choice
の
on a
チャンス
whim.
平凡でちっぽ
He
け
was
な
small
彼
and
女は
insignificant,
地
just
面
like the
の落ち葉
fallen
と
leaves that
何の変わ
everyone
り
could
もない
stomp
わ
on. Her fate
そ
was
の気に
never
なれ
in
ば
her own
誰だっ
hands.
て踏み潰せるだからど
So,
うしても他人の
why
言い
couldn't
な
she
りに
heed
な
my
ることが
order
運命だっ
and
た
let me
な
take
ら
care of her fate?
セルマもういいわ
Alright, don't be
彼女は
mistaken
私
and
に
think
と
she
って
means
特別な
something
存
to
在で
me.
もないし
She's just an unruly
所詮
pet. I got
言う
far
ことを
better
聞か
pets
ない
than
ペット
her
だもの
and an unlimited
彼女よ
supplies.
りおとなしくて物分かりのただ
That's
それ
all.
セル
Miss
マお姉
Thelma
ちゃんは
meant she is
心
proud
か
of
ら小
Songchu, and
弱
that's
お
all.
姉ちゃんのことを
Sarah,
誇りに
thank you
思
for
ってる
thank you for the
それだけだ
translation.
よ
Uh, the tender voice came from behind the crown. Sarah Pym closed the book and looked at Thelma with her earnest eyes. Little
セ
Sarah
ラピ
can
ウム
read
は
our
みんなの
minds.
考えをよく理解してるね今の私は
Even though I
も
can't
うセ
form
ル
a
マお姉
union
ちゃん
with
と結
Thelma,
合できないけど
I think I've
たくさん
become
の
better
ことを経
familiar
験
with
した
you
から
all.
だから
But
今
right
の
now,
私
I
は
wish to put down your
みんなの
story
物
on
語
the
を
pages.
ペー
This
ジに
way,
書き記し
Songchia's
たい
wish can come true.
願い
Her wish?
うん遠い遠
A
い
long
昔
time ago,
小
I
弱お
promised
姉ちゃん
her.
わあセイラこんなにたくさんの
The
本を
sparkle
読
in
んだ
her
なんて
eyes
す
is
ご
so
いね
cute. Wow, you're amazing, little Sarah. You read so many books.
本を読むことは
Reading enables me to talk to many people,
今
real
は
or
いない人た
unreal.
ちと
Through the
会話し
words,
て
I
るみ
get
た
to
い
know their real thinking. It's
もしか
fun
ら
and also
その人たち
reassuring.
の本当の小弱お姉ちゃんも
You can pick one and read it if you like.
読書
Huh? Read a book? Spare me,
いや
please.
勘
My
弁
head
してよ
hurts whenever I see words,
セラが読ん
unless
じゃ
they're
いけな
from
い本を
books you
除
can't
くと
read.
うちは文字を見ただけで頭が痛くなるんだ
That hurts. That hurts to read, Songchu. I love reading. My head hurts whenever I see words. How do you get by?
小弱お姉ちゃん、私が読んじゃいけない本って。
What are the books I can't read?
適当に言ったことだ
Just
から気に
saying,
しないで。
forget it. You must be good at writing books,
でも、
right?
セラがこん
Now
な
that
に多く
you've
の本を
read
読
so
んだっ
many
て
of
ことは。
them.
書く。
Writing books?
小弱お
Why
姉
would you
ちゃん、
ask about that?
どうしてそれを聞くの？
Confirmed? Yeah, it does seem that way, right? As soon as you see it's a gotcha 50-50. Wait. Does my head hurt if I'm rolling and I know I'm on my 50-50? Is that what you mean? Because if so, yes.
ほら、たくさんの本を読めば、いざ書くときもうまく書けるって
Especially
言
when
う
it's
だ
on
ろ？
Star Rail. Especially when it's on Star Rail.
セラ、うちは美味しいものや
Oh,
面白
they
いもの
say
をた
good
くさん持
readers
って
make
き
good
ただろ？
writers. Well, Sarah,
だ
for
か
the
ら、
sake of all
ちょ
the
っと
good
相
stuff I
談に乗
brought
っても
you,
らっても
can
い
you
い
do me a
かな？
favor?
うん、いいよ。
Sure. What is
何？
it?
もし、も
If
し機
if
会
you
が
ever
あ
get
っ
the
たら、
chance, can you write a book about
う
me?
ちのことを本にして
It
くれ
doesn't
ない？
have to be much, just a few
長ったら
pages.
しい内容。つまり、
So, you
小
wish to
弱お
be in a
姉ちゃん
book?
は本の
Why?
中に入る。まあ、人
Life
は
is
虚
short,
名を
and
手に
leaving
す
a
るため
name
に
is
生
all
きてるみた
that
いなものだ
matters.
ろ？
I've worked as hard as I
うちはこん
can,
なに
but
努
even
力
in
してるのに、
Lonq, I'm only a speck of
歴史ど
dust.
ころか、
No one would even
こ
remember
の
me
老
after I'm
朽で
gone.
も、いつ弾かれてもうちも、本の
If
中の
only
人
my
物
name
みたい
could be
に、
printed on the
名前
coated
を渡航
paper,
誌に
just
残
like
す
the
ことがで
characters
きた
in
ら、
this book.
どれほどの年月が流れても、
No matter how many years have
後世の
passed,
人た
people
ち
will
は
get
うちの
all
物語を
teary-eyed
読んで
after
涙を
reading
流
our
し、
story.
うちの
Whoa,
名前を
that's what
口
you
にする
call
だ
a
けで
life well
尊敬の
lived.
念を抱く。ああ、そうい
Oh,
う
I
ことだったん
see.
だ。
I can help you write a book
そして
then.
本
Really? You're the best, my little Sarah. A million thanks. I can't be more
当に心
grateful.
から感謝感激だよ。いいの。
You're
すべきこ
welcome.
とをするまでだから。
Would you like to form a union with me
そう
now?
そうそう。
Yeah, exactly what I meant. Huh? Wait, union?
待って。結合？
No takebacks.
うん。小
I
弱お
can't
姉
write
ちゃ
a
んの
book
ことを
about you without getting
ちゃ
to
んと
know
理
you
解しな
well.
いと。
That won't be necessary, little
必要
Sarah.
はないんじ
How
ゃない
about
かな、
this?
セラ。
I'll tell you my story and you'll write it down, alright?
うちがほら、普段のう
Just
ち
write,
は
I have a
人情
golden
に
heart
厚く
and carry
熱
of
心で
all of
老
Lonq
朽
on
に
my
関す
shoulders.
る大き
I
な
stood
使
up
命を背
bravely
負ってる。
against evil and saved the whole
悪を
world
前にしてもひるまず、
single-handedly so that
最
everyone
終
could
的
live
には勇
happily
敢に世界を救ったお
happily
かげで、
thereafter.
みんなが幸せに暮らせるようにな。すごそうだろ？
Sounds nice, huh?
具体的
We
な内容
could
につい
work
て
on
は
the
もう
details
少し考
later.
える必要がある
Anyway,
ね。
stories are meant to move
物語
hearts and
は
create tears.
人を泣かせては。
But that isn't you.
それは小弱お姉。もうセラって
Come
ば。
on, my good
これ
Sarah.
は添削なの。
This is called
文章
embellishment.
を書くと
You
きは
need
ちゃ
good
んと整え
packaging
な
for
いと
your
いけな
story
い
to be
し。
read. Yeah, what's a
それ
little
に、
bit of fudging the
そういう
truth, even
物
though
語
it's
じ
the
ゃない
truth
と、
now?
人々は読む気にならないんだよ。だって、
After all,
街
who'd
中にいるペテ
sympathize
ン
with
師
a
に共
small-time
感する人なんて
hustler?
いないだ
I
ろ？
think you'd be surprised at how many people would sympathize with a small-time hustler like you.
でも、小弱お姉ちゃんに関する
But this
本
is a
なんだ
book
よ
about
ね。
you. Books are a way to know
本は人を理解
people,
する
so
た
I
めの
can't
手段だ
tell
から。
lies in books.
ちょっと、セ
Hi,
ラっ
Sarah.
て
You
ば、
don't have to
正
be so
直すぎ
rigid
る
with
よ。
your rules.
小
Couldn't
弱
you
お
just
姉
be
ちゃ
a
んの
bit
た
more
めだと思って、
flexible and do me a
少し
favor?
多めに
Got
見てくれ
anything
な
you
い？
fancy on Amber
語
Street?
学街
I'll
で食べ
bring
たい
you
ものがあ
all.
ったら、いいの。
It's
小
alright.
弱お
I'll be
姉ちゃ
able
ん
to
の
write
こ
a
とを
book
十
about
分
you as
に
soon
理
as I
解し
get
た
to
ら、
know you well enough.
お
I'll
姉ち
tell
ゃん
your
に関
stories
する本を
exactly
書
the way
ける。
they are.
事実通り。
Exactly the way they are?
も
Aw,
う、
my
セ
little
ラ。
Sarah.
それはどん
That
な
must
風
be a
になると
horrible
思ってる
book.
の？
Serapin turned the pages in her book softly one by one, as if they were fallen leaves in autumn. She lifted her head and looked at the group, immersed in the story.
今の私は、たく
Now I
さ
have
んのア
many
イデアを
ideas for
思い浮かべ
Songchia's
てる。
book. I'll write down her story as the way it is.
そうだ。あな
Alright,
たたち
may
の
I
こと
put
も
you all in
お
her
姉ちゃ
story
んの
too?
物語に入
You're
れてい
Songchia's
い？
friends, and you mean a lot to her.
私は
No
大丈夫だ
problem
よ。
with me. I'd rather say it's an honor to appear in her story.
登場できるなんて異性の物語に記
Being
録さ
part
れ
of
る
an
のは
alien story
きっ
must
と
be a
面
lot
白
of
い体験
fun.
だと思う。
私も異議
I'm
はな
fine
いわ。
too. Oh. It always throws me off when randomly the models for a character show up in the middle of these dialogues.
じゃあお願いするね。
Thank you for doing this, Sarah.
他にも
If you know anything more to add to her story, you can tell me. I'll make sure to enrich the book with more
こ
details.
こ数年
All these
みんなが
years, you told me a lot of stories about
たく
Songchu.
さん教えてくれ
Good
たの。
things she did and good things she intended, which turned
い
into
いことも
bad things.
悪いこと
After
も
I
してきた。
write down all of these things one by
一つず
one,
つ記
I
録してい
can
けば小弱お姉ちゃんが
return to the afternoon when Songchu was sitting
あ
beside
の午後
me
に戻って
and fulfill her wish, right?
その願いを
Sorrow couldn't be found on Sarah's face. Instead, a warm smile from the recollection of good memories was there.
その辺にしましょう。
Alright, it might take long for them to recall everything about
きっと
Songchu's
すぐには
story,
終わらないは
but
ず。
you'll have more time when you need,
宴が終わ
more
って
time
も
than you need after the
時間は
banquet.
たっぷりあるわ。それもそうだ
Yeah,
ね。
that's right.
セラ、
Sarah,
한日
you've been
も
writing
ここで書いてた
her
わけだし。
all day. Better take a
私と
break
一緒
and
に
come
バン
back
ケ
to
ッ
the
トルーム
banquet
に
hall
戻っ
with
て
me.
大丈夫だよ。
It's alright. I'm not tired yet,
私が疲れて
but
る。
I am.
そうい
Oh,
う
I
ことなんだ
see.
ね。
I'll come back with you then. Sarah closed the book and walked to Thelma, following her steps on the way back.
あ、忘れるところだったわ。
Oh, I almost forgot. The
もうすぐ
banquet
宴のダ
dance
ン
is
スが
about to
始まるんだ
start.
けど、
Wanna come along?
一緒にどうかしら。
Are we gonna dance like how I danced with Senadina at the beginning? Because absolutely then.
興味はないみ
Looks
たい
like you
ね。
lot aren't exactly interested. You can come when the
メイ
dinner
ンディッ
starts
シュの時
then.
間にまた来なさい。ありがとう、セルマ。
Thank you.
別に。時
Whatever.
間つぶしが退
If
屈
you
な
feel
ら、
bored,
白
you
球
can
の
find
元を訪ねて
Baiji.
みたらどうかしら。
Staying with him is equally boring
彼
though.
と一緒にいたってつまらないでしょうけど。
It's so random when I first saw it.
白おじさん
It's
は
still
こ
one of the
の
things
先
that
にい
really
るの。
like pops in my head for
セル
part
マお姉
2.
ちゃんがバンケットルームの近く
He's
に
over
いて
there,
ほしく
not
な
far
いって
ahead.
思
Miss
ってる
Thelma
から。
wouldn't let him stay close to the banquet hall. We should have more dance segments? Absolutely. Wait, no, I don't want a musical. I don't want a musical, just more random dance segments. Like the one with Senna and the main character for part 2 is really good, and then also the one for Black Swan and Acheron was really good for Star Rail. I require more.
ここ数日、彼はセンスのない曲ばかり弾いてるのよ。
He's been playing
だから、
tasteless tunes all these
私の
days,
耳を汚
and
さ
I'd
な
like
い
to
よ
keep
う
my
に
ears away from
離
the
れてもらったの。
pollution.
じゃあ、
Well,
後でね。
see you then, Miss Thelma and
セラピウ
Sarah.
ム。また後で。
See you
セラお姉ちゃん。
later.
それにみんな。彼女にこんな友達がいて
You're telling me I get another
本
one?
当に良かったよ。そうだね。
Dances while she fights? Hmm. Yeah. Don't tell me. No spoilers.
あれはスカ
But
ラ
I
ー
am
と明か
excited
り
to
かな。
see more.
彼女は
Lantern.
何をしてる
Oh
の？
my god, is it
とにかく
all
私たち
the
を殺
the
そうとしてるよう
lollipops
には
and
見
the
えないけど
cake?
だったらあんたのやりたいことをやるといい、サフライ。
Then keep on doing what you want to do.
あかり、あなたは何を？
Lantern? What are you?
うん。ちょっ
Oh,
と友
just
人のこと
visiting
を
an
し
old
のぼうと
friend.
思ってただけ。ほら。彼女の大好物だ。
This just makes me like her even more. As always, the frigid woman was fully immersed in her own thoughts and couldn't afford to care about what others were thinking. Therefore, it didn't occur to her that what she was doing might seem odd in the eyes of others.
雨で小弱のことを
Did
し
you
の
bring
ごうとしてるの
Sangchu candies?
見たままだわ。
As you can see.
ケーキもあんたの手作り
Did you make the cake
いい感
yourself?
じだね。
It looks good.
手頃な値段の店が
I
見つ
failed
か
to
ら
find
な
a
かった
store
から
that sells cakes at a
自
fair
分で材
price.
料を集めて
So I
作ったん
sourced
だ。
some ingredients and made one myself.
意外と何でもできるんだ
Oh,
ね
didn't know you were a jack of all trades.
借金を多く作ってしまっ
When
た
you're in
人
debt to a
間は
lot of people,
Nande
you
mo
have to know a bit
dekiru you
about
ni
everything.
でも
But all
こんな
these
に多くの
candies
飴を
must have
並べてるっ
cost
て
you
ことは
dearly, right?
配られた物資で少しは
Some
交
I
換できた
exchanged
し
for
仕事の代金も前渡しでもらえた。
and some are advance payments for the jobs I took.
今の
But
老朽
everything
の
in
物資は
Longqueue
限られてる
is
か
in
ら
short supply now,
これだけしか手
and
に
I'll
入ら
have
な
to
かっ
make
た。
do with these. The fact that she even went out of her way to do this and sourced them all herself, made the cake herself. So heartwarming.
これだけだなんて謙虚すぎる
Your
よ
make do is surely
彼
impressive.
女のために何かをしたい
Want
ん
to
だ。
do something for her. As you
見て
can
の通
see,
り
these are
こ
not
れだけじゃ
enough.
足りない。
Oh, thank you for the follow.
小弱はメ
Oh,
イクの揚げ
Jude,
菓
she
子が好
loved
きだっ
fried
たよ
donuts from Ming's,
でも
and she probably
甘いもの
wouldn't say
なら
no
何でも
to
好きだ
any
と思う。
sweet food. She
かつ
couldn't
ての
afford
彼女
anything
も
fancy.
繊細なお菓子なん
Ming's
て買え
fried
なかった。
donuts are sweet and make one feel
メ
full
イクの揚げ
quickly,
菓子は甘くて
and
満
the
腹
hard
感を得られる
candies on the
し、
street can also
露
keep
店の
one
商人
chewing
が売っ
for
た硬い
hours.
飴も一つで半日も持つ。
When it came to Sungju, Lantern seemed to be unusually talkative.
セルマなら安っぽいと思うかもしれ
Some
ない。
might think they're too cheap,
私
but
た
for
ちの
people
ような
like
人
us,
間にとって
they're the most
あれは確かに
luxurious
生活
sweet
の中で
in life
一
already.
番贅沢な甘さだ。
Right? She's always on debt. She could never be able to pay her Chama Corp taxes. No. She would pay them. She would pay them.
でも、幸い、
But
飴は私
fortunately,
たちの
they're
生
not the
活の
only
中で
sweet thing in our life.
あかり姉さん何を持ってきたと思う
Lantern, check out what I brought you.
ほら師匠
Hey,
がうち
Master
に
gave me
薬
some
代
money
を
to buy
渡して
medicine and told me
あかり姉さ
specifically
ん
to
のため
bring
の
you
薬を持っ
some.
て行ってほしいって言ったんだよ
Poor Lantern's clothes always getting torn to shreds. Girl can't catch a break.
私は大丈夫。
I'm fine.
奴らとの
You
戦
can
い
go tell
なら
Baiji that I
私も
must be
必ず行くと。
present in the battle against
約束。
あ
them.
かり姉さん
Never mind.
もういい。
I'll tell him
自
myself.
分で伝えてくる。
もうあかり姉さん
Lantern, everyone knows you're the
喧嘩におい
best
てあんた
fighter.
に勝てる人
But
は
the
いない
bottom
け
line
ど
is, we're all mortals
生身
made
の
of
体は
flesh.
資格の
Why
ない
don't you
道具
listen
じ
to
ゃない
Master
よ
and take a good rest for
ここ
your
は師
wounds to
匠の
fully
忠告
heal?
を聞いてちゃんと
どいて。
Step
彼の
aside.
ところに
I'm
行く。
going to talk to him.
や
Don't
めて
do this. I'm just a messenger, and your wounds are still bleeding like mad.
傷
I
口から
don't
血が
want
出
to
てるし
disappoint Master,
師
so
匠に見
please
られた
don't
ら
make
また
this hard
うち
for
が叱
me.
られちゃ
傷口から血が出るのは正常な反応だろ
Bleeding is what
私はもう
happens
大
to
丈夫だから
wounds. I'm fine.
う。止めないで。私は何かをしなければならないんだ。
I mean, I think it's just her. I think that's just a her. There's no need to stop me. I must do something.
う待って待ってよ
Hey, wait. Lantern.
あ違う
Don't leave in a hurry.
そう
All
焦らない
right,
で
here. This is for you.
あそ
何
What? Oh. That's so cute.
何
What
を
are
して
you
る
doing? It tastes good, right? It's the same lollipop I tried to sell you.
それで私が
But what
白
does
球
it
の
have
と
to
こ
do
ろに
with
行くこ
me
とと
talking to
何の関係
Baiji?
があるんだ。
あかり姉さん
Just let me
最後まで
finish.
聞いてよ。
Master gave me slightly more money than I
師匠が
needed.
くれた薬
So
代
I
の
bought
お釣
this
り
for
で
you.
この飴
You
を買
said
ったん
yourself
だ
that candies have many
以前
benefits.
飴に
That can
は
help
多
you
くの
recover
効果がある
faster.
っていう話にそうだ
I forgot to
一つ
say
言い
that
忘
it
れ
can
た
also
んだ
help
け
with
ど
the pain.
飴で痛みを忘れる
How is it a painkiller?
小弱
Sungju,
二度も
I'm
騙
not
されない
falling
よ
for your trick twice.
騙すなんてめっそう
How
も
come
な
this is
い
a trick? I swear on my
うちの人
character
柄
that
で
I've
保証
never
する。
tricked you.
あんたの人柄も
And your character has
私が
nothing
白
to
球
do
のと
with
ころ
me
に行く
talking
こ
to
とと何
Baiji
の関係
either.
もない。
Oh,
じゃあま
why
ず
don't you
は
listen to my
あかり姉
explanation
さんの疑
first?
問に答えても遅くはないだろ。子供の頃のうちは
Whenever I got beaten up back in the orphanage, as long as I could find candy and put it in my mouth, I'd stop crying right away no matter how much it hurt. It's true. I'm speaking from personal
これはだ
experience.
からこの
That's
棒
why I
付き飴を
bought
買って
this
あげたって
lollipop for
わけ。
you, so that you can heal up and return to the front
あ
line
かり姉さ
of
ん
the
だって
battle
早く
against the
治
10
るし、
faces of misery
な
in
るべ
no
く早
time.
く罹患の十相との戦いの最
Seeing that I spent all the change on the lollipop for you,
うちが
can
お
you
釣りを
just
全部飴
not
に
go
使った
to
ことに
master
免じて
anymore?
師匠のところに行かないで。
お釣り
The change.
約9はい
How
くら
much
渡
did
したの？
Baiji give you? Lantern finished the lollipop, took out the stick, and threw this question abruptly at Songjia. Huh? This
これくらい？
much? Taken by surprise, Songjia signaled a number and a great
それだけ
panic.
か。
That's close to
道理で一
nothing.
本しか
No
買えな
wonder
かった
you
んだ
only
ね。
bought one. The usual
あんたの性格なら
Songjia always
自分の
saves
ため
some
に
for
取っておくは
herself.
ずだし。
あ
Yeah, it
あ、
wasn't
そう
enough
そ
to
う。
buy two, and I know
一
you
本だけ
need
だ
it
よ。
more than me.
どうやら白
Looks
球
like
の
Baiji
家
is
は
in
英才
dire
のせいでかなり落ち
is
ぶ
in
れ
a
てしま
dire
ったみたいだ
situation
ね。
financially.
だ
That's
か
why
ら
he
彼
is
は
in
こんな
such
に
a
も
hurry
焦
to
って
fight the 10 faces
罹
of
患の実
misery.
相に対抗してるわ
Yeah,
けだ。
he's financially in trouble, so therefore we must take on the 10 faces of misery.
うん。彼も急いでいるなら、
Knowing he's eager to take
私を止め
action,
る
I
心
don't
配は
have
し
to
なくて
worry
も良
about
さそうだ。
him trying to stop me
お金
now.
に困ってるのに、
He's running out of
今日
money,
も私
and
の
he
代わ
just
りに
paid
薬
for
代
my
を出してくれ
medicine.
た。
If I show up in
も
front
し
of him
私が
now,
本当に彼の前
he'd
に現れ
definitely
たら、
grow more anxious.
はあ、
There's a lot of
考えるだけで
trouble.
めんどくさい。
Alright, I won't go see him now.
まあいい。彼に会うのはやめよう。
Obviously, it's not enough, I guess.
長尺。薬代
Aren't
は数
you?
日
I'll
後。
repay your master the money for medicine in a few days. It's alright, you don't have to take it to heart. The debt you owe Ajita, it might take forever for you to pay back, even without the interest.
借金を返すのは当たり前のこ
You
と。
pay back what you owe. That's
ど
the
れほどの
rule.
借
At
金
least
があったとして
I'll
も、
try.
少なくと
I'll
も
at
全部
least
返
try
す
my
努
best
力
to
をする
clear
べ
the
きだ。
the debts. Word.
あかり姉さんはいつ
That's
も
the
そう言い
stubborn
張ってて
lantern I
必死だ
know.
から。結
Why
局
do you
お
have to
金が
do
なくて
this?
体も
In
ボ
the
ロボ
end,
ロ。
you're losing both money
一体
and
何の
health.
ために
Is
そ
it
うしてるの？
because
何かをしなければ
I
なら
need
ないか
something to
ら。
do? You need something to do?
実を言
Yeah,
う
for
と、
people like us,
うちら
breathing
みたい
alone
な
is
人
hard
間
enough.
は生きて
Why
る
do
だ
we
け
have
で
to
大
do
変なんだよ。
something?
どんなに重要なこ
Nothing
と
in
で
the
も
world is more
自分
important
の
than my
命
own
が
life,
一番
after
大事だ
all.
ろ。
We've been trying the hardest of all people just to stay alive.
もちろん、
Of course, it would be even better if I get to put my name on the history book.
私はただ、
I just want to stop
周りの
everything
状
from
況
getting
を悪化させ
worse
たくないだけ。少なくとも。
while I still can. In fact, she wasn't sure what she was supposed to do. Neither could she put everything she did in perspective. Nevertheless, she couldn't give up on thinking that she had to do something. The usually loudmouthed Songchi fell silent, and the patient in the bed couldn't help but
少女
ask,
どこか痛いの？
Are you
あかり
hurting
姉さん
somewhere, Lantern?
あんたから見たら、
I must be a
私
fool
は
in
バ
your
カなんだろう
eyes.
ね。
そんなわけないだ
How
ろ。
come?
実はね、
To be honest, when I first came out to the world, I wanted to do something extraordinary and make a
世
difference
界を
too.
変えよう。でもあっちこっ
But
ち
then I
壁
kept
にぶ
hitting
つかっ
dead
て。
ends. Fortunately,
何をしても
Master took me
ダ
in
メだった
so I could make a living.
幸
I
い
think I've
師匠
sort
に
of
弟
made
子
a
入り
name
し
for
て、
myself in this
今は
crazy
なんとか
world,
暮らしていけて
and
る。
that's good enough for me.
あ、でも
Oh,
将来の
Jita
う
said
ちは
maybe
大
I'd
い
get
に
my
役
big
に
break
立つかもしれ
someday.
ないから
If only I could
取り
become
柄が
a
ないわけじゃないって
become
ジタおば
legendarily
さんが言って
famous.
くれたんだ。でもね、あかり
But
姉さん、
you're different from me.
あんたはうちみ
I'm
た
a
い
good
な
for
何
nothing.
もなんて言え
How do
ばい
I
いか
put
な。
it? Alright.
例えば、
Take the
前
kids you
回あかり
freed
姉
from
さんが
shadows
影
the
から救っ
last
たあの
time.
子は
For her family, you literally
彼
changed
女
their
ずっ
world.
と何かをし
As
たいと
long
い
as
う
you
信
believe
念
in
を持って
something
行
and
動
keep
すれば、
working hard for it,
あかり
someone
姉
with
さん
your
みたいに
strength
強い
will
人は
sooner or later make a
世界
dent in
を
the
少
world,
し違うもの
right?
にすることができだからあかり姉さん
So I believe in you, and your
あんたの
vision
願いは
can
きっと
definitely
叶う
come
と
true.
うん
If there's
他に用がなけれ
nothing
ば
else,
先に
I'll
失
just
礼するね。
excuse myself and leave you in
あかり姉さん、
peace.
そうだ。
Alright, don't
飴
tell
を買
Master
った
about
こ
the
とは師
lollipop.
匠に言わない
He'd
でね。
lecture me about being
無駄
frugal
遣いする
again. Songchu emphasized the point with a serious face before she stood up to leave. Uh-oh. Colorful candies popped out of Songchu's pocket gleefully and poured down onto the gray floor in bed, as if brilliant stars falling into the night sky. Yeah. Had no money left over.
これは
I
忘れる
almost
ところだったよ。
forgot. These candies
ちょっ
were
とあかり姉
also
さんを
bought with
驚
the
かそうと思っ
change.
て。
I meant to give you a surprise before I go. How about we split them in half? Yeah, deception truly living up to her name. She tried.
薬代のお釣りをそんなこと
Spending
に
the
使
change
う
on
なんて。
candies. That is so
本当に小食
Songchu.
らしいね。
And that Songchu is why I believe someone will carry my torch and brave the darkness to find monster girls. I believe you will carry the torch, Nerd-on. Always
い
greedy
つ
for
もちょ
small
っとした
gains.
得をしようとして
Habitual yet lousy
だ
liar.
けど
But such as
そんな小弱のお
Songchu,
かげで
she made the land we stand upon
私たちのい
a
るこの
little
地
bit
は
different from
昨
yesterday.
日と少し違うものになった
She did so with flame-chasing foolishness, obsessive persistence, and at the cost of her own life. And the only motive she wanted the world to which she was. The only motive was she wanted the world to which she was, but a passenger to become slightly
小
different.
弱に伝えたかったんだ
I want to tell Songju,
あの
I'm
時と
grateful
同じ
that
よう
she
に
convinced me standing by
私
my
の
own
心情に
belief
間
was
違
the
いは
right
ないって
thing.
教えてくれてあれは私の病じ
I'm
ゃな
not
く
the
て
sick one. The world is sick,
私たち
and
の
we're
世界
fighting
の病を
against
切り
it.
裂いたんだ
きっと
Yeah,
小弱に
Songju will
届くよ。
hear it. Her eyes fell on the candy pile again. Surrounded by candy, Songju was smiling brightly and joyfully.
そう
Will she? The ceremony is not for the
死後の
dead,
供養
but for the
は
living who try
生
to
きてる
delude
人間に
themselves
見せ
that
るた
death
めの
isn't
名誉でし
final.
かない私は多くの命
I've
の死
seen
を
too
見て
many
きた
losses of life. When the
人
fire
々
of
の
life
死は
goes
消える
out,
灯火のよ
there's
うなも
nothing
の
left.
でも
They left behind only memories and stories.
あるいは物
But
語
if
しか
stories
残
can
せなかっ
live
たとして
on
も
in their
そ
stead
れが鮮
and
明
be
に存
retold
在して
again
る
and
なら
again, maybe
少なく
people
と
will
もこ
feel
の
the
世界は
world is not
虚しい
such a
ものじゃないっ
meaningless
て
place.
それに彼
It's
らの
just like their
魂が
souls are
この
still
世界
around
で
us
私たちを見
and
守って
watching
る
over
って
us,
ことに
right?
もなる。
そうかもしれない
Perhaps.
あかり、
Lantern?
少なくとも小弱は
At least
この
Songchu
飴を
would
気に入っ
love
てる
these
と思う。
candies. That is correct.
それはこの前の戦いで
In the battle,
小弱は
Songchu
最後の
pushed
最
me
後
out
で
of
私を突き飛ばし
pushed me
て
out at the final
あいつ
moment. She never
痛いの
took
が
pain
苦手だか
well,
ら
and I wonder if these
この量で足りる
candies
か
are
な。
enough.
後でもう少し借りてこよう
I'll borrow some money
アジタ
to
の
buy
借
her
金を
more
返す
later.
までには
At least I've got more
まだ
time
時
to
間があ
pay
るから
back Ajita's debt now. Hi Luna, how you doing?
アジト、
Ajita?
貸主はもういない
With
の
your
に。
creditor gone,
Madaそれを
hasn't
気
your
にし
debt
てるの？
resolved automatically? Yeah, how does that work? Who's carrying your debt
いい
now?
んだ
It makes no
元々利子を
difference.
つけて
I'll pay her back all the
その墓に
same,
埋めようと
even
思
if
って
it
た
means
し
bearing the principal and the
私もす
interest
べき
in
こ
her
とをしな
grave.
ければならない
My god, Lantern. Her eyes were fixated on the candy stack with a look that was both sorrowful and determined.
これで
Only
借
doing
金が
this
ま
will
た増
add
えてしまうかもしれ
further
ない
add to what I
老
owe.
朽であなたにお
If
金
you
を
ask
貸す人
me,
は
I'd say those
別
who'd
に
loaned
返さ
you
れる
money
こ
in
とを
long
期待
queue
して
might
ないと
never
思う
expect
けど。
repayment themselves.
そう言わないであげて、
Hey,
コラリ。
Coralie, don't say
傷つくで
this.
しょ？
Anyway,
と
Songchu
にか
would
く
be
こん
absolutely
なにも
pleased
好
to
きな
see
飴があるっ
this
て
many
小弱が知
candies.
ったらきっとよ。もしかしたら
She does have
今
a
も
very
私
strong
たちの
commitment
後
to
ろで
things, but
美味しそうに食べてるかもしれない
that's
ね。
so in her character though to just she's like, I'm going to do this. I will persevere and do this, see it through to the end. Perhaps Songchi is right behind us and having a good time with these candies.
おかしい。
Weird. I think I
本
heard
当
the
に
sound
飴
of
を食べ
chewing
てる音が
candies.
聞こえた気がするんだけど。確かにそうかも。
It seems so.
やっぱり小
Ah,
弱も私
Songchu
たちに会
obviously
いたか
wants
っ
to
たん
check
だ
in
ね。
on us.
そんなの
That's
ドニグル
Oh my god. Of course it's you.
あんた
You.
ドニグル
You better
10まで
return
数
it
え
to
る
me
から
before
そ
I
れまで
count
に
to
返して
10.
6
6.
次は2
And
だ
the
け
next time is 9.
と
Donkey's just an ordinary dog now. It understands neither human language nor math.
そうじゃなければ
Otherwise, it would have been wiggling its tail and
とっくに
begging
尻
for
尾を振って
mercy.
謝ってるはず
1
10.
待て
Stop. Clearly, the cold woman didn't care if Donahue could understand her. She only wanted to do something for the candy she put herself in deep debt to get.
明かりが追いかけてる今のドニグル
Lantern went after
彼女
Donahue?
の相手になれ
Can
る
it
のかな
still handle her now?
昔のドニグルだって
Even before Donahue was no match for
明かりの相手にならない
Lantern.
でしょ
True.
私たちも行こう白球さんに会いに
No, you're fine, Maxie. Oh. Wait, you can actually hear the music.
来たんだね。
白球さんが今演奏してた
The tune you played just now
ゆっ
opens
た
my
りとして
heart.
て
It feels like overlooking the entirety of Long Q from
空の上
above.
に立って老朽全体を見下ろしてるみたい
AO3 has no fanfics of the two. I can kind of believe it. I don't know if I would ship them together. I see them more as like being like older and younger sister. In a way, at least for me.
セルマが頭を悩ませてるなんて言うか
And I
ら
wondered what kind of music
どん
would
な
give
音楽
Thelma
が
a
気になって
headache.
た白球さん
Mr.
今のはなん
Bai,
て曲
what did you play? It sounds so nice.
お褒めに預かり光栄だが。
Thank you all for your kind compliments. I was just plucking the strings randomly. It's been a long time. The last time I played.
確か昔琴を弾いた時は
You know what? I believe that
長
one.
尺が隣に座って
I believe
静か
that
に
is
聞
a
いてい
ship.
た。
I also don't ship them together, but
弟子
I don't know.
が
I'm
心を
not
改め
super big into
音
the
楽の造形を
into
深めた
shipping
のかも
characters
しれないと思
together.
った
It's pretty
私は
rare that I do.
彼女に感想を
I think-
聞こうとしたんだ。
I think the only one that I'm pretty adamant about for Impact would be Eden and Alicia, which already feels super hinted at in the story, so I think that's why it sits well with me. Sungchu was by my side, listening quietly, but when I thought she had finally taken a liking to music, and I tried to ask her how to compensate, was
しかし私が質問するよりも先に
I heard her murmuring,
彼女は
Master
小声
is
でこう
fluffy
つぶやいた
cotton
んだ。
again. Is fluffing cotton
師匠
again?
さすが小弱
Typical Sungchu.
普段の
Huh?
小
She
弱
never missed a single opportunity to praise her master. I didn't know she was capable of bad-mouthing you. Among the 7 shoes and all of Longkyu, Sungchu was the only one who told jokes about
確
me.
かとある
I
実
remember
の集
once
会の
at an
話だ。
assembly of shoes, I was delayed
さ
by
まつなこ
trivial
とで少し
matters,
遅れた私
and
は
as I arrived at the door in a
慌てて
hurry,
入り口まで
Sungchu's
駆けつけたんだが
voice, or sharp voice, came out
そ
from
の時彼
within.
女曰く
He said, Lantern, there's no point in you worrying. Our master was born with short legs, so
師
he
匠は
walks
足が
slowly.
短いから
Let's
歩
just
くの
leave
が
him
遅いん
be.
だ。
その後は
So, what happens next?
悪口が
If I
自分
got
の
caught
先生にバレ
bad-mouthing
た
my
ら
teacher, I'd definitely lose my pocket money and have to clean the lab for a
1
week.
週間も実験室
その後私が中
Later,
に
when I
入る
walked
と
in, my
得意げに
disciple,
話してい
who
た
has
彼
been
女は
chatting excitedly, froze on the spot.
部屋の中は
The
と
whole
て
room
も
went
静か
quiet.
で
Even Donahue
ド
shrunk
ニグ
to
ル
the
でさえ
ground or
息
to the
を吸う
side,
勇気がなかっ
not
た。
daring to breathe. Only Miss
Sakurai
Lantern
だけが
examined me from head to
真
toe
剣な表
inside,
情で
さっさが明かりと言う
as
べき
expected
か
of
な
Lantern. Oh, I mean, it's
なんでも
nothing.
ない
Please continue. Before my
弟子が嘘
disciple
をごま
could
かす
think of a
前
lie
に
to dodge me, I looked at
私は
her
彼
and
女を
just
見て
like all of you now,
先ほどの
couldn't help
諸君と同じように
bursting into laughter.
それは
That was the first time I genuinely felt joy after making a grave mistake. Yeah, Songju always has the knack for making people happy. Yeah. He chuckled softly, his hand instinctively moving to cover his mouth to suppress a cough, but then he realized he no longer needed to. But habits are never about necessity, so they're hard to change, like his frequent cough, like the nosy disciple who always followed him. Speaking of which, Mr. Baiji's cough seems to have healed. Yes, now that the 10 faces of misery have perished in Longqiu, my chronic illness caused by shadow binding has naturally gone away. Wait a minute, does that mean those with the ability to manipulate shadows are now just ordinary people? To put it crudely, though it sounds strange, like Donagyu? Indeed, the 10 faces of misery are now history, and the Zodiac Astral Ring has been deconstructed by Songju. Naturally, the abilities born by Shu for 100 years would disappear. However, there are always exceptions. For Miss Lantern, she has shed all of her past constraints. In terms of valor, she's stronger than ever. As for me, well, now I'm just a mortal. Ultimately, this is a good thing. I no longer have to suffer from a chronic illness. Just like Miss Thelma's body will gradually return to normal. So Miss Thelma, though she still seems to not have fully recovered, is actually alright now? Yes, I believe it won't be long before Miss Thelma's body is as it was 100 years ago. That's good then. Indeed, Venerable Seven Shoes arose from shadows, and now that all the plagues have dissipated, those of us who didn't perish with unfulfilled ambitions. In the end, despite being a master for so long, I must rely on my disciple to protect myself. When everyone understood that sacrificing one person could solve all the troubles, that person stepped onto the stage in full view of everyone. In everyone's eyes, she sang and danced, as if by showing the thing she cared about most in the most indifferent way, it would become less significant. My disciple, Songju, never sticks with anything for long. He follows me, skimming through medical books just to spruce up the potions she sells. Occasionally, she plucks obscure and profound phrases from ancient texts to impress people during divinations. He loves to seize small advantages, always finding excuses to claim our belongings as her own. She never lets go of a chance to haggle for extra profit or change. She avoids hardship and fatigue, sighing and complaining after chanting a few mantras, often feigning illness to shirk responsibilities. So relatable. But oh well, what's done is done. There's no point in dwelling on it. She never stays committed for long. The master gazed thoughtfully at the distant mountains behind him. Today is a good day. Would you all like to accompany me there again? Mr. Baiji, are you referring to the place connected to the final battle? Yes, I still have some personal motives. It's not just you. Oh, Coralie means... I mean, even though our time together was brief, we are also friends of Songju. Yes, let's go together. Well then. Are these permanent fixtures now of the city? Like if I come back here once I'm out of this chapter, will the cake and lollipop still be there? I'll have to figure out later. Oh goodness. That's... Through the divine, we find the truth. A gadget that once contained the will of Shadow lay quietly here, even after she emerged from it. I thought it had been discarded long ago. Why is it still here? It's just a shell. A gadget doesn't change because of the will it holds. And likewise, a will doesn't perish because the body has. Besides, it's one of the relics of my old friend. An old friend? Ajita, you mean? Yes, exactly. But according to the stories from Lantern, Ajita left countless relics in Longqueue, enough to fill various warehouses. Indeed, but though it may seem audacious, its true significance lies in it symbolizes my hubris and the grave mistake I made. Maybe it holds other meanings. As a remnant of the rite of shaping, it represents the Seven Shoes' willingness to abandon a century of plans and a supposed successful scheme rather than harm an innocent. What are your thoughts on Perseid? I actually liked it. I didn't really catch on to it, but after the reveal, it kind of clicked that some of the things she did say seemed off. And I think having the quote unquote villain of this arc be so close to you, I really like that they were there the whole time. Maybe, but in the end, whether concealing errors or not, nothing was achieved well. Praise or criticism, its significance depends on the observer, so leaving it here seems appropriate. So do shadows still exist right here? To die for an unjust cause, the heavens cannot reconcile. As the final remnant of Litos, this sword has rested here since the decisive battle. As you mentioned, many have tried to uproot Litos' relic from the ground to secure it somewhere more suitable for preservation. Oh, why is it still here then? Because neither Longqueue or Osha has anyone or any machine capable of moving it from here. What? The sword is waiting for the destined one? Yeah, the right person can pull it from the rock. Or shadows, I should say. Odd. When faces of misery are gone, Doningil is back to normal, yet this relic left by Litos seems even more enduring. Could it be that even with 10 faces of misery completely gone, Litos, closely tied to the pool of shadows, will still persist in some form? Don't dwell on it. Recent tests repeatedly showed that besides water quality, the pool of shadows is just like any other lake. Regardless, Litos' relic not only hasn't vanished, but also can't be pulled out by anyone. It remains as stubbornly steadfast as he is. Litos? Is he waiting for something? Litos once opened a path hoping Sunchu would escape the cage of fate. Back then, for her own reason, she chose not to seize the opportunity to leave. Yet now, because of her departure, we have somewhat realized our wishes. I've left your remnants in this world a few more days, hoping you'll see the changes made by all of you. I know, given your nature, you'd never approve of my actions. But in any case, your mortal sin in today's Longqueue has indeed vanished without a trace.
君が永遠に忘れられるように。
Hey, Mr. Baiji, how did you do it? Are you stronger than the machines from Chama's homeland? It was merely a coincidence. Come on, it's like in the legends, where Litos predestined Mr. Baiji, so only you could extract the sword he left behind. The 10 faces of misery are gone, and his last fear is no more. How can his sword still hold on to such a choice? But if that's true, why does the pool of shadows before us remain as dark as ever? Is it really just a difference in water quality?
そうだね。
Yeah,
どうしてだろ
why?
う。リトスと
Litos?
その名前
Maybe
自
the
体
name
が
itself holds the
一つの
answer.
答え。
Anyway, the pool of shadows flowing through all of Longqiu no longer carries the bitter echoes of a century-old grudge. Around the sword at the bottom, there is only a serene darkness. Electric Boogaloo? No, don't say that. Surely we're done with shadows, right? I get it, of course. The darkness softly echoed a girl's emotions. Nothing remains after you're dead. The soul dissipates, forever separated from loved ones, with little chance of an afterlife. That's why I'm so scared. But if there's a chance for Sungchu to become Longqiu's great hero, wouldn't it be a shame not to try? In the gap between life and death, the girl performed her final deception on herself with the same sincere heart. As fragile as a bubble, destined to burst the moment it surfaced. The gap between it and the sky, where miracles reside, is beyond simple imagination and prayer. The girl thought so, and everyone else had to think so. But what if this too was a deception brought about by chance? And so, unaware, people stepped onto the falsehood island once more. This place, once used by Baiji to bind and seal the amorphous face, has now become a memorial pavilion honoring Songjia.
この地に戻るたびに
Whenever I come back here, I can't help but feel emotional. Please, don't mind
気
me.
にす
Huh? Mr. Baiji? Was that thing over there here before?
昨日ここで琴を弾いた時は
Yesterday, when I
こ
was
の旗は
playing
なかった
the
はずだが
yin here, I didn't see this banner. Is this a sign? Is she coming back? Should I have hope? In other words, either someone placed it here after you left the Falsehood Island, or everyone ignored its presence
いろんな
before.
角度から見ると後者の可能
Considering
性はす
everything,
ごく
the
低いと
latter
思う
seems
よ。
highly
巨岩の
unlikely.
島は
The
救助任
Falsehood
務のスタート
Island
地点
was
だ
the
から
starting
と
point
っ
of
く
the
に隅
search
々まで
and
調べ
rescue
尽くしてる。
mission, and we've already combed through every inch of
で
it.
も誰かがわ
But
ざ
if
と
someone
置いたなら
intentionally did
当
this,
時の核が
what's
使
the
っ
point
て
of
た武器を
tossing
置くなんて
Perception's weapon on the
どんな意図
ground?
があるのかな。
確かに変
It's
だよ
odd.
ね。
It
一番
would
目立
have
ったと
made
ころに刺した
more
方がいい
sense to
のに。
place it in a more visible spot. Under everyone's gaze, Senadina picked up the weapon from the ground and promptly positioned it in the center of the Falsehood
こんな風
Island,
にね。
like this.
ほら、こうすれば、これ
See,
から巨岩
now
の島に
everyone
来
who
る人
comes to
は
the Falsehood
みんな一
Island
目
will
で気づ
notice
くで
it
しょ。
right away.
これを見
Seeing
た
it
ら
will remind
私
them
た
of
ち
our
の
great
大
hero
英雄
Songjia.
少女
Isn't that
を思い
right?
出す。
Isn't that nice?
いい感じ。
I do love this staff. It looks so good. I'm really hoping that if she comes on banner again soon, I can get her, but we'll have to see. I did try to pull for her when she was on banner for, I think it was like a week or two ago, but I had no such luck.
悪くないね。
Not
次
bad.
は同じように今ま
Next,
で見
let's
つけ
search
られなか
around
っ
this
たもの
area
は
to
な
see
い
if
か。
there's anything else we haven't uncovered yet.
せっかく来たんだし、
Since we're here,
何
we
か
might
をし
as
てお
well
かな
do
いと落
something
ち
to
着か
put
な
our
いも
minds
の。
at ease.
明かりみたいに。
Just like Lantern?
別に
suppose
間違
so.
ってないかも。じゃあ
Then
や
let's
って
try
みよう
it.
か。白球さんも一緒にどう？
Mr. Baiji, care to join us?
私のことは構
Go
わず
ahead.
言
Don't
って
mind
くるとい
me.
い。
I've been pretty good about saving on my gachas. I got really lucky with Kiana's new suit that I got her in the first 10 pull, and then I also got her weapon pretty early on, so I was able to save stuff, but now I'm just waiting to see who I want to pull for next. I got so lucky. I was really scared that I wasn't going to get her. So I was really excited
この辺りを探してみよう。
because I really love her. I thankfully got Vita the first time she was out, so I didn't have to worry about getting her on a rerun. You found nothing. Sent me to pity. Send me to 5 pity. Oh god, that sucks. I actually got Vita's weapon as well. I did debate on whether I wanted to pull for Sparkle's weapon or not, but I decided against it. I decided I would just save. You discover some shells buried deep in the debris. They were proof that Lantern and Perception fought strenuously, but fundamentally you found nothing. You search between sand, rubble, broken slab, and collapsed pillars, but this time you didn't even find a shell. This was predictable. This was where the major battle against the Will of Shadow took place, and had been searched thoroughly as a result. Now you were only repeating what had been done not long ago. If finding nothing is a find in itself, then you've found something. For no reason, your brain began to imagine a meaningless and ridiculous motive. This usually happens after you stay up all night to write a thesis and before going to class. Should good news come, it would have come to you through other means. My team comps are all screwed up. Only fully geared unit is Vita. The rest fight on hopes and dreams. Vita is my most geared unit. The new Kiana unit is almost there. I think I just have a couple more things to finish on her. And then I am working on Sparkle, who needs her light or her stigmata upgraded. I think I'm like on the last level for 2 of them, so I'm almost there. She doesn't have her weapon, but she does have a decent weapon for now. What do you expect to find at this point? Perhaps this place was connected to the depths of the Pool of Shadows, but that was the battle of Songjian Perception, even out of Lantern's reach. Not a main attacker, you only saw the light beam that shook the sky and earth while withdrawing as planned. Divine retribution. People believed it would destroy the evil and bless the good, but who was to say that the heaven's light, so high and pure, would discriminate in its destruction? I feel like that was a translation error there. Looking at your fingers that are aching from rummaging through the rubble, you decide to rest for a moment. She's too good of a support for Siren. I actually did get Siren recently. I need to build her. I don't have anything for her, but I did get to mess around and play her in Elysian Realm, and I really did like her playstyle. So she's on my list to build. Eventually, one day. Oh, okay, I guess we'll talk to everyone. This device has reached the target location and is about to commence the second search. Talia, keep an eye out for me. No problem. Chama, have you found anything on your end?
今のところは何も
Not
想
yet.
定内だね。
As
こっ
expected,
ちも
no
特に
progress
進
on
展は
our
ない
end
や。
either.
そういえばコラリ
Speaking
ーは
of
最
which,
近ずっと部
Coralie
屋に
has
こもっ
been
て
holed up
無
in
人
her
機の
room
改造をして
recently,
たんだ。
modifying her
無人
drone.
機に新しく追加
From
され
the
た
new
機能を見る
features added to the
限り
drone, Helia, please keep your voice down during drone operations.
コラリーは重要なもの
Seems
を
like
見
she
逃した
doesn't
く
want
な
to
いみ
miss
たいだ
anything
ね。
important by getting distracted.
夢追い人
Emma, let's
Mata
talk again
after
later.
this,
Alright. So nothing from them.
セナ
For some reason, the usually sharp girl didn't respond to your call. She was bowing her head, apparently scratching something hard on a large stone slab.
これは
This is... That's so cute! Wait!
私たちが琥珀街に着いたばか
When
り
we
の
first
時
arrived at Amber Street?
少
Yes,
女は
Sangchu
忙し
was
そうにし
bustling
ながら
around
も
entertaining
私
us,
たちをもて
while
なそうとし
Coralie
て
and
くれたよね
Helia set up a knife
そして
throwing challenge
ヘリアと
booth.
コラリーはその後少
Shortly
女
after
は
that,
私たちと一
Sangchu
緒に
returned to
農
Usha
家に行
with
ったでし
us.
ょ
I remember she was so
驚きすぎて
surprised
目
her
を
eyes,
大きく見開いて
her
た
eyes
彼
wide
女は
open,
今でも覚え
as
て
if
るよ
blinking might cause
ま
her to
るで瞬き
forcefully
でもしたら
be
老
forcefully
朽に
dragged
戻
back
さ
to
れるんじゃない
Longqiu.
かってくらい彼女は長い間
After all,
老朽
she
で暮
had
らして
lived
た
in
からね
Longqiu for so long, and in a world that never changes, with a fate that remains constant, she carried the rite of tears, accompanied by slumbering loved ones, conducting numerous funerals and awaiting her own sacrificial death to the world. Yet despite all this, the girl's innocent charm persisted unchanged over a century. She carries her own burdens. If we tried to describe her this way, she'd probably burst out laughing.
まあまあ何事も
Well,
意の
if
まま
life
になる
doesn't
わけ
always
ない
go
だろ
smoothly, I'm here to find
人生は
happiness.
楽しむの
If
が
I
一
make
番
myself miserable, isn't
未知
that a
な生
huge
活を送っ
loss?
てたらところであな
By
た
the
も
way,
同じ感覚を
did
持って
you
るのか
ever
な
get that
知
feeling?
り合ってからそんなに
Although
時
we
間
haven't
は
known
長
each
く
other
ない
for
けど
long, when the five of
私
us
た
are
ち5人は
together,
何をしても
everything seems
結
to
構
flow
息がぴったり
smoothly.
だったよねなのにどうし
But
て
why didn't we ever think
私
about
たちは集合
taking
写
a
真を
group
撮ろ
photo
うと思わ
before?
なかったんだろう写真はどこでも
Is it
撮れる
because
し
we can take a photo anywhere, anytime? It's
だから
never too late,
次でも
so
大丈夫
is
だ
it
って
okay to
思っ
wait
た
until
のかな
next time? Even if we don't want to admit it, those things that should have happened, like taking a group photo, now exist only in imagination and dreams.
小弱は
Hongqiu
私の4人目の
was the
友
fourth
達なの
friend I made.
友達同士なら
It
ちゃんと
just
した写
doesn't
真
seem
がない
right
と
to
ダメ
not
で
have
し
a
ょ
proper photo among friends.
もう少し
Just give
時
me a
間
little
を
more
くれる
time. I promise I'll
必ずみん
draw
なを
us
本
so
物通りに
lifelike,
描くから
not even
うんうん
better, no,
本物以上
even
に
better
綺
than
麗に描くか
lifelike.
ら
Alright,
それじゃあ
Senna,
お願いね
I'll leave it to
セナ
you. I believe you. Aiji's hands remained on the gyukun for a long time in stillness. Even though I can't compose a tune, I still act like this. It's
まだこうし
embarrassing.
夢追い人
Chama, if you had the
もし
power of
君も
falsehood,
巨岩
how
の
would you
力を持
view
ってい
the
たとしたら
counterfeits created because of you?
いや少し
It
昔のことを
just
思い出
reminded
した
me
だけだ
of some
よ
past
か
events.
つて巨岩の
When we
島に
first
足を踏
arrived
み
at
入
the
れた少
Falsehood
女が
Island, Songchu was
こ
amazed
んな
that
に
such
堂
a
々とした
grand
場所が
place was merely
た
a
だの王と
prison.
して使われ
She
ることに
asked me
驚
a
き
similar
もし
question.
偽物
I
が
told her that if a
作られた
counterfeit
時
can
に
no
期
longer
待され
serve
た
the
役割を
purpose I
発揮でき
intended
なくなった
when
とした
creating
ら
it, then I would destroy and
それを
discard it
壊
and
して
create something
もう
new
一つ
for the
作る
sake
わけだ
of a great cause.
偉
One
業
should
を
be
成し遂げ
free
るた
from
め
any
に
constraints.
何事にも
Oh,
こだ
break
わってはい
time.
けないと私は彼女にそう伝えた
I need water and a stretch. Make sure you get some more water if you need it, and stretch, and any snackies that you might need. Oh, I need to stretch.
「その答えを聞いた彼女は
She heard my
すぐに
answer,
笑い
then
出し
quickly laughed and told me not to
大口を
師
boast.
匠がどんな答え
No
を
matter
考
what
えたっ
answer
て
Master
偽
holds
物
at
を
this
壊す
moment,
時にならない
until
と
the moment you
それが
destroy the
自分にとって
counterfeit,
どんな
you
意味を
cannot
持つのか
determine
を
its
理解
true
できない
value to you,
そうだろ
right? Compared
不
to
甲斐
an
ない私と
incompetent
比べ
me,
て
it seems my
弟子の
disciple
方が
lived a
よ
much
っぽど
clearer
人
and
生を
more
理解してい
transparent
る
life.
少女か薬球さん
Mr.
さっき
Baiji,
私たちが
that
見つけた
banner
旗
was
も
just found.
偽物だっ
Is
た
it
りす
also
る
considered a counterfeit?
どうしてそう思う
Why do you ask?
行動のアストラルリングの
Through
天
the
末と
divine retribution of the zodiac astral ring, Songchu's rite of tears had eradicated 10 faces of
それなの
misery.
に無双
But
の
if that's
層
the
の
case,
武器だった
this
もの
weapon
は
that once belonged to the Enforced
世の
Phase.
中の真偽はすべて人次第だ
No,
これが虚偽であるかどうかは
no.
最終的に
I don't think
長
I've
尺
watched.
の運次第かも
I've
しれ
watched
ない
many things that are in Mandarin. I think most of what I watch is in either, like, if it's in a different language, it's gonna be either Japanese or Korean. Do you watch paint dry? Sometimes for fun. No, I'm kidding. No, that's boring. Who does that? I know you put them in the Chinese voices. I thought about doing that for part 2, but then I was like, I do enjoy some of the JP voices just when I'm normally like playing the game, but I don't know. In this world, truth and falsehood are all determined by people. Whether this item is a counterfeit, maybe in the end, depends on Songjia's luck.
もしかしたら全ては100年前と同
Maybe
じよう
everything
に
is just like 100 years ago, or perhaps it's exactly the
その真逆かも
opposite.
しれない。あくまでバカバカしく極めて
It's
贅
just a
沢な
small hope of
私の
mine,
願いだ。
absurd and extravagant. If I follow
長尺自
Songjia's
身
way
の
of
話を借り
speaking,
ると
if I
この時に
reveal
打
it
ち明けた
now,
ら
it would probably ruin the
天意に
secret
逆ら
of
うこと
the
になる
heaven's
かもしれない
design. Baiji placed his hands back on the Jiquin. He stared at the soul summoning banners in front of him, still unable to find a suitable tune. But I picked JP because it feels more expressive to me. I mean, I've seen scenes in the Chinese dub. I don't know if you want to call it dub, the original. And I've played everything through in JP. I did like some of the ones that I was shown. I think the one with Senti versus Kiana, I really like that one, but I've kind of fallen in love with, at that point, had fallen in love with the JP voices. So there was no switching for me. I'm sure that I would like it if I played through it. It's just a matter of like I started with JP, so switching is kind of hard.
あまり進展はないけど、みんなは明らかに諦めてない。
Especially
もう少
because
し何かをしよう。
I really like Mei. I think Mei and Elysia would be the two I really, really love. Mei captured my heart really, really early on, and she had it clear through the whole entire game. Yeah, I think it's just starting on certain things.
もう少し探してみよう。
Better keep looking.
すべてうまくいく。
Everything will be fine. In a daze, you remember that phrase again. It was Songjia's catchphrase, a magical lie. She used it to envision a bright future, but it never quite matched reality. Maybe while we're here searching diligently, she's curled up in the comfiest chair in all of Longyu, plotting her next business move. Or perhaps while we're at Delmia's banquet, she is wandering around the food stalls, torn between having a skewer of meat or 2 plates of vegetables. One day, you might meet again on a humid summer night. For this, you're willing to believe in that phrase. She promised to change your fate in a prophetic dream, but she turns out to be just an ordinary person who struggles to stand after squatting for too long. If you're feeling tired, why not change positions? But this is the only position that truly highlights my masterful demeanor. If she were still here, she would definitely say that. Say what? Huh? Here. Oh, Coralie, so cute. It took some time to clear out the sand and gravel. Anyway, don't worry about it. Oh, it's the tiara! I mean, isn't this hers? As the teller of this tale, I can assure you that the girl has found the answers she wants. I can assure you that the girl has found the answers which once eluded her. There are people willing to come and see her even without a stage and a dress. And so, she asked me to give her friend a parting gift out of heartfelt gratitude, a crown that matched the princess's dress she wore. I don't know if her friend is willing to accept it. Yeah, this is Songchia's hairpin. It's also the gift she gave me in that long prophetic dream. Thank you, Coralie. Since it's important, you should keep it safe. No need to be so formal with me. Oh, come on. Every time I do something nice, Coralie makes it sound like I'm up to no good. If you hadn't stopped me, I would have handed the dirty hairpin directly to Chama. Even if it's dirty, I'm sure she will still be happy. Never mind. Let's go inform her master. Don't have to call it a dirty hairpin, Senna. Oh, thank you for the head pats, Maxie. I told Baiji what just happened. How surprising that the gift my disciple could not give ended up in your hands. Heaven's design truly is intriguing. You might not know this, but my disciple once shared her thoughts on the end of life with me. Someone as afraid of death as she is talked about this? Well, it was because of me, of course. Opposing the 10 faces of misery inevitably involves witnessing scenes of parting and death. Although those who fear death the most often appreciate life the most, her concerns were still unexpected. Did she worry about peculiar things? She said she feared that as a spirit, she wouldn't receive daily offerings. She also dreaded being haunted by evil spirits, or getting lost in the realm of the dead, and finally becoming a forgotten ghost. But most of all, she feared leaving her wishes unfulfilled, like dying with her meal unfinished, or collapsing halfway through a laugh. That really does sound like Songchia. Strange. What's that noise? Can we go check? What on earth is happening? What's there? Sneaking around. What are you up to? I just came to grab some clothes, that's all. Huh? Who are you anyway? Why do you talk like Sanchu? Is she... did she appear with no clothes? Senna, let go. I just want to avoid catching a cold from this chilly wind right after waking up. Huh? Wait, are you really Songchu? Are you here to fulfill the remaining wish? So do people really turn into spirits after they die? Don't give her clothes back? No, give her clothes back. The more crazy thing is, were her clothes just laying here? Were they randomly just here? Did we bring a set? Or was this the set that Perception was wearing? Who died? What spirit and remaining wish? You can't talk like that. It's bad luck. You give her 3 bandages instead. Yeah, that'll be enough. Right? Looks like you've been doing sit-ups. Sit-ups? Oh no. Wait, this isn't the time for that. I nearly froze to death just now. Can't you put some clothes on first? Nearly froze to death? Alright, all of you, look away. How am I supposed to come out like this? Turn around, quickly. Do nothing. The urge to hit do nothing is there. But we're nice friends. Thank you, thank you. No, I'm a nice friend. With everyone's backs turned, the girl hastily got dressed, but those around her were left in shock and confusion. How could Songchu return from the dead? If she wasn't actually dead, then why did the search efforts in the recent search turn up no clues? Did she magically manifest here? Various questions raced through everyone's minds, and eventually they all focused on the girl standing in front of the ruins, now dressed in her best attire. You're not doing it for stream? We all know that if this choice was given in Star Rail for certain characters, I would totally not turn around. But Songchu's my friend. And she just came back, so you know, I gotta give her that decency. Come on now. I've returned safely. All is well. All is well. Here, it's not too late. God damn it. I thought I'd get away with no fee. No fee redeems. Should have at least showed her feet. Yeah, what if it was the toe? What if she was reaching for it with her toes? No one's saying anything. Not even a welcome back. No, don't jail me. The eyes are new. Wait, were they not there before you left? I can't remember. They might be new for you. Yeah, these are permanent. These are, I have eyes on my feet, so I can make eye contact with you while I talk. It's only right. Wait, could it be... Did I mess something up again? No, no worries, Nerdon, no worries. All good. With a hint of desperation, she glanced at her master. I know you did, but I think they started before part 1. I think they were present for at least the end of the moon arc, so the very end of part 1 and 1.5. Sorry, as your master, I'm perplexed and unsure what to say regarding either. I can assure you that you did not mess up. That's good to hear. We'll figure out the situation ourselves. Songchu, over there. Can you answer a question for me first? Sure. Yeah, I did take a little bit of a break after the moon arc. I don't think it was too long, but well, no. I took a break after 1.5. I took like... How long was it? I want to say like a month or 2 break before part 2. So I can could finish Metaphor. Coralie, what are you doing?
どうして
Dummy.
生き
How
返
do
っ
you
た
know
の
for
が
sure
小
this
弱だってわ
the
かる。
person who's come back is
彼
Songju?
女は小弱だと
I
思うけ
really
どね。
believe she's Songju. For perception,
服を着る
getting
こ
rid
と
of
よ
us
り
would be
私たち
100
を
times
排除
more
すること
important
を
than
100
getting
倍重要視
dressed.
するはずだよ。
Yeah, perception probably wouldn't have really cared if she put on an outfit or not. Let's
そう
be
じゃな
real.
かったら私たちはとっ
Then
くに後ろを
why
向い
didn't
た
she
時に
attack
やら
when
れ
we
てるでしょ。
turned around?
甘い。もし弱ってる彼女が小弱のふりを
Oh
していたら
wait,
どう
play
する。
metaphor? Is that what you're saying? Don't be naive. What if she's pretending to be Songju because she's physically weak? Can't you
うちの
discuss
前
this
で話せないことでもあるの？
in front of me?
次の話
It's
な
a
ら
really
大丈
good
夫。
game. It's
小
it's
弱。
pretty decently
こ
long
の
though.
三択
I
問題
really
に答
enjoyed
え
it.
て。ヘリア
This
は
next
どのく
question
らい
is
のバル
fine.
キリー？
Songju, listen
B
carefully.
級？
What rank
C
Valkyrie is
それと
Helia?
も
B
D 級？
rank, C rank, or D rank?
あれ？ヘリアは A 級じゃなか
Strange.
った？
I remember Helia being A
しかも
rank,
強
and
調するよう
emphasis
な
A
A 級なん
rank,
だよね。
or emphasizing A rank.
じゃじゃん。
Ding ding,
正解。
correct answer. You really are
どう
Songju.
やら。
I only ever
あな
mentioned
たは
Helia's
確か
one
に小弱みたい
special
だ
skill
ね。
to the real Songju.
ああ、別にデタラメは言ってない。
I didn't make it
あなた
up.
自
You
身
said
が
it
そう言っ
yourself.
たん
I
だ
have
か
no
ら。
other skills. My only skill is
他の
being
長
A
所はない
rank.
し、
I remember
唯
that
一の長所は
clearly.
A 級なんだ。
あれは訓練所に
That's
いた
something I
頃、
said back
あ
in
んたがサボ
training
りと
camp
小
when
賢
I
しいことば
saw
か
you
りするから
slacking off and
怒
trying
り
to
に
be
任せて吐
clever.
いた言葉でし
It
ょ。
was just a frustrated remark, you
ま
know.
あまあ、
Hey,
二人が
even
本
if
気
you
で
two
手合わ
want to
せするつもりだ
argue,
として
don't
も、
do it in front
小
of
弱お
Granny
ばあちゃんの前で
Songju.
はやめてね。
Granny?
それに、こういうことわざがあるんでしょ？
What's that
喧
saying?
嘩は寝て治
Fight at the head of the
る。
bed, make up at the end.
それって
Wait,
同じ
is
寝
that
室
how
にいる
roommates are
時の言葉だ
described?
ったかな。
Seriously, I thought someone would be so excited they'd cry and hug me. What's going on here?
何なの？でも、
But that's enough of that.
それでいいよ。とにかく、
Yes, no
少
matter
女が
what,
戻って
it's
きて
good
くれ
that
て
you're
よかった。
back.
私も
As your
とても
master,
嬉しく
I'm
思って
also
いる。
very happy.
白球さん、
Mr.
さっきは何
Baiji,
か予
did
感
you
でも
already
してた
have
の？
a feeling about this?
そこまで
Not
具体的な
specifically
ものでは
like
なかっ
that.
た。
ねえ、も
Hey,
しかした
maybe
ら
it's
私が描いた
maybe
石
it's
板の
really
絵のおか
because
げ？
of that slate painting I drew. Yeah, it was the painting. It brought her back to life, Senna. Saying this, the red-headed girl eagerly took Songju's hand and led her to the slate
正直
painting.
に言うと、
Honestly, I was secretly wiping away tears while I was drawing it. Maybe that's what moved the heavens and brought you back to Longkyu. Next to the slate painting, Senadina couldn't help but excitedly recount everything that had happened to Songju. When she found out Chama had come for the feast, Songju's heart
待って、
sank.
あんたたち。
Wait, are you the one putting together the
加工
funeral
場さんがずっと言
perception
ってたう
keeps
ちの葬
going
式
on
を手
about?
配してるの？まずいまずい。
Oh
うちは
no,
まだ
we're
英
stuck
単
in
の
the
夢
pool
の
of
中にい
shadows
るのかもし
dream.
れない。
You're awake,
君
but
は
your
確
mind
か
is
に
still
目覚めている。
foggy.
とにかく
Anyway,
なぜ
could you tell
君
me
は
why
ま
you...
あいいだろう。
Never mind. Huh?
あなたの師匠は
Your master
どうして
wanted to
あんな
ask
風
why
に
you showed
廃
up
墟に
like
現れ
that
たの
back
か
at the
聞きたかった。
ruins.
どんな風に？
Like what?
それは
I didn't mean to. It's because that
先に
light.
言っておくけど。
It must have erased the treasure Thelmia gave me, or gave us.
じゃあ今の服
Then
は？
what's with the getup?
知らないよ。うちは
Who knows? I just... He immediately denied any direct connection with the matter, but as the conversation went on, she could still recall some bits and
天罰の
pieces.
光に飲み込ま
After
れた
being
後、
swallowed up by the divine light,
う
I
ちは
seemed to
光
have
のない
entered a
空間
dark
に入った
space.
気がする。
Then I thought I was really dead. I slowly began to realize that I was in fact still conscious.
いろんな冒険探と同
Like
じ
any
ように
adventure, I've been
うち
fumbling
は
through the
暗
dark.
闇の
I
中を
don't know
模
how
索
long
しな
it's
がら前
been.
に進んで
Things
た。
haven't gone smoothly, but at least
ど
I
れくら
found
い
the
時間が経っ
exit.
た出口を通り抜け
When I
ると
crossed through the exit, I saw a familiar sky, sleeves
揺れ
swaying
動く
gently,
半分だ
and
けの袖。
me.
だからすぐに袖を
So
掴
I
んで
decided
体
to
を隠
hide
そう
behind
と
my
したんだよ。
sleeves, but just as I reached out, Senna caught me.
私は結
I'm
構
pretty
すごい
good, huh?
はいはい。
Yeah, you're really something.
とにかく
Anyway,
うちは
I've already
思い
told
出せるこ
you
とを全て
everything I
話したわ。
remember. Who can tell me
So
what
today-
happened before
今日
today?
までに一体何
Talking about Bachi's short legs. uh,
どうりでみんなは旗を掲げたり
no wonder everyone's putting
日を立て
up
たりしてたわけだ。う
momentums.
ちは自分の書なの
I
かま
slept
で
through
眠っ
my
てた
own
んだね。
funeral.
はあ老朽は広くない
Long
け
queue
ど
may not be that big, but it can still be hard to find someone that's died. Thank you for your help.
仲間なんだし
No need for all that. We're partners after all. You'd do the same for me if I ever went missing, right?
やめやめセナおば
Don't
さん
say that, Senna. Both of us will be alright. No, everyone will be alright. Or be fine.
少女子おばあちゃんがいる限
Well,
り
old
たとえ本当に
Songchu,
何かあったとしても
with old
きっと助か
Songchu
るはずだ
around,
よ
even if something did happen, we'd be able to make
もう
do.
マスコットと呼んだ
He's
方が
basically your
早い
guardian angel, right?
ところでふと気づい
Speaking
たん
of,
だ
I
けど
just realized, with the
加工おば
perception
さんが
purged
天
by
罰によって
divine
払われて
penalty, Longqiu's
老朽
anchor
の
of
週末の
apocalypse is
アンカー
back
も
to
正常に
normal.
戻ったな
So
ら
will people from Longqiu no shall be able
老
to
朽
see each
人と桜花
other
人は
daily
これ
from
から
now on?
毎日会えるんじゃないいつで
Yep,
も桜花に来
you
られるよ
can come here plenty.
うん
That's great.
どうやらう
Looks
ちら
like
老朽
Longqiu's
人の
got a
新
new
生
lease
活
on
に
life.
現状を見るとまだ
But with
長
how
い適
things
応期間が
are,
必
it'll
要だ
probably
と
take
思
some
う
time, whether
老
we're
朽でも
talking
桜
about
花でも
Longqiu or
同じだ
Osha.
よでも個人的な視点から
But
考
it
えると
shouldn't be hard for
何
you
の
to
術とし
get
て
a
研究所に
apartment
マン
as
シ
the
ョンを
shoe of
申請するくらい
deception.
は難しくない手続きが遅かったら
If it takes
親
too
切姉さ
long,
ん
you
や
can
ユ
go
ウの
to
先生が手
Chinshu
伝ってくれ
or
るはず
Professor Yuyun for help.
頼れるつてがあるのはいいね
It's good to have
忘れな
connections.
いで
Don't forget, we've got
私たちに
connections
もそう
too.
いう
It's just
仲間がいる
we can't get in touch with them for a bit.
そう打ち込まないで
Don't give up
もし
hope.
かしたら
Things
すぐに
might
状
turn
況が
around
変わるかも
soon.
しれんそれもあなたの嗅覚な
What?
の
Can you smell the future too?
私
Yeah,
の
my
鼻は
nose is
鋭いんだか
amazing.
らわかった
Sniff out the future
そう
from
な
you,
ると
Senna.
願ってる
Sure, I appreciate the sentiment, but if things don't change for the
次に食
if
堂に
things
行く
don't
とき
change
は
by the next time
私の
we're
食べた
out
くない
to
野菜を
eat,
食べてもらうから
you have to eat my
そ
veggies.
れはご褒美なんじゃない
You're
の
gonna reward me? I'm not a
私
picky eater,
好
you
き
know.
あかり姉
Oh,
さんは優しい
Lantern's the
ね
best.
借金が山積み
She
なの
has so
に
much debt, but
う
she's
ちの
still
ため
willing
に
to
お
spend
金を出
money
して
on
くれる
me.
なんてそこまで真
I'll
摯な友
never
情
forget
を
such sincerity,
うちは
even after I
死んでも忘
die.
れない
I'll also take care of
それに
Donagi in the
とにかく
future.
小弱せっかく
Sonchia
生
is
き
lucky
返
to
ったんだか
have
ら
come back to life.
縁起の悪いことはやめな
Let's say
さい
something positive. Thanks for your kind
師
advice,
匠の言う
Master.
とでも
But disappearing for 7 days and then suddenly reappearing, I could never cast magic like that. Is it really how Senna said? We were saved by the one that delivered divine retribution?
天罰を下した
What
こ
do
と
you
って
mean the
何
one who delivered
ア
divine
ストラルリングが
retribution?
意識を持っ
Did
て
the
ると
astral
か
ring become sentient?
だった
Why
ら
wasn't
どうして
perception
早く
dealt
核を
with
倒さず
earlier? Did your
あな
life
たが
have to be
命
on
を
the
かけ
line
た時に
first?
うち
If
が
someone
どうやって
asks
生
me
き返
how
っ
I'm
たかって聞か
alive,
れた時
I can't just say I
さ
don't
ぞ焦らな
know.
いで
Don't
疑
sweat
問は
it.
弾丸みたい
Questions
な
are
も
like
ので
bullets. When you
少し
get a
飛んだ
couple
って悪い
flying
ことじゃ
around,
ない
what's so wrong with responding with I don't know?
もちろん
Of course, you're better off saying it was all you.
自分を
Something
褒め
like
た方がい
you
い
got lucky, had a close call, and ended up like one of the Earth's
災いが出
Hershers. This troublesome outfit is likely the manifestation of the authority of shadows. As for why there's no one-click outfit change after becoming a Hersher, perhaps it's because someone has a habit of changing clothes in front of others. Coralie glanced at Songchu and held back the rest of her
だ
sentence.
から書なのかという
So,
のも
your funeral was
あな
really
たが
just the
新しい
process of
体を
building your
構
new
築するの
body.
に必要な
And all
期
the
間
things related to you were just signs that you were
あ
gonna
なた
come
に関
back
す
to
るものが
life.
次々と現れ何
What?
リー
You're
でたらめな
joking,
冗談
right,
やめて
Coralie?
別に冗談なんか
No
じゃない
way. It makes sense based on what
直近で
happened.
も
I mean,
私たちには世
Sally
界の
reversed the
泡の
fate
精
of a
子を
bubble
反転さ
universe,
せた
and Mr. Yang has died a bunch of times.
片方が死生の
And
律者で
those two are called the Hersher
もう
of
片方
Rebirth
は
and the
断り
Hersher
の
of
律者
Reason. Is what I said all that
一つ
crazy?
の
はいはいあん
Yeah,
たの
I
言いたい
get
こと
it,
は
but
分
you'll
か
have
って
to
る
ask the person
で
in
も
question for
具
the
体的な状況は
specifics.
当事者に聞かないと少女く
Have you felt strange at all lately, Songchil?
例えば
Like, you suddenly have mastery over natural law, or can call into being whatever you think
そ
up.
んな大げさな例を
It doesn't
挙
have
げな
to
く
be
て
so
もいいの
crazy,
に
does it?
それは
I'm
うち
hungry enough that I could eat a horse. Does that count? The Hersher of
ご飯を
Hunger.
3杯食べられる
Hi,
っていうのはどう？
sushi. How is sushi?
ちょっといきなり何の話をするんだよ。
What are you bringing that up for?
あれは本
I
当
didn't
に
mean
何
any
気ない話だっ
disrespect,
た。
もう
Master.
過ぎたことだし
That's all in the
気に
past.
してはいな
I
い
do not mind.
師匠が
No way, you brought it up, so it must have affected you in some way. So why not take this chance to vent a little?
君
You,
まあいい
please, I really do not mind it.
白球
Mr. Raiji, you should really try out some competitive games when you're in OSHA.
競技系のゲームに
What's special about
何か
competitive
特別なところ
games?
でもあるのか
I'm stuffing banana bread with Nutella. Can I have banana bread?
別に
Not
特
the
別な
not
と
the
ころは
Nutella
ない
part
けど
though.
汚い言葉の勉強にな
Just a
る
good opportunity to see people get fired up. Gives you a chance to learn all new ways to curse. Do we really need him to learn that? Excuse me? Yeah, Baiji's next step in life is becoming a competitive player of League of Legends.
そうだいろいろ話したけどセルマと
By
セ
the
ラたち
way,
はどうしてるの
how are Lady Thelma and Sarah
セルマは
doing?
パーティーの準備をしてる
Thelma's been busy preparing a
セ
banquet,
ルマ
with
のそばにい
Sarah
るよ
staying close by her side as usual.
もうそれなら早
What
く教えて
timing?
よ
I can hear my
ち
stomach
ょうどお
rumbling
腹
now.
先に言っておくけど
I should let you know this is a feast for the recently deceased,
つまり
namely
あなた
you.
のために
I
用
pro-
意したパ
It
ーティーだ
probably
よ
won't be a typical funeral
あのホーク
procession,
が計画した
but
葬儀
it'll
の流
likely
れと同
be
じじゃないけど
similar.
本当に行くの
You just woke up from hibernation. Well, good afternoon, morning, Sushi. Welcome back from your hibernation. Not much has changed in the world, I think. Hopefully. Ow. Ow. Are you sure you're gonna want to go?
うちのための宴ならなおさら行かなきゃ
Cutie, cutie. Aren't I a guest of honor? I have to
一番
go.
売れてる本だって
Never.
衝撃
I
大
want
逆
to
転で
hibernate
読者を引
forever.
きつけるだろ
Please never wake me up. I like my hibernation. Don't you ever wake me up. Don't bestsellers use throw in a plot twist to get readers hooked? That is not right.
だから今行けばうちが生き返ったことをみんなが街中を駆け回って宣伝
And
する必要
wait,
が
why
なくなる
then? This way, I don't have to make a fuss about letting everyone know I've come back to life.
さ
Just
す
as
が
I'd
我が弟子
expect
だ
from a student
そ
of
れもそう
mine.
だね
Right.
小
Sunshine
弱は美味しいものがある
isn't
パー
one
ティーを
to
欠
miss
席
out
した
on
り
a
し
good
ないからも
meal.
ちろん
That's right, and I'm starving. How about we head out now? Wait,
その前に
first, I need to return your hairpin to you. You tell Songchi the parts of the dream you didn't know about. Or she didn't know about, sorry.
夢の中の
What you're
うちは
saying
あんた
is
にこれ
that
をあげたけど
because the me in your
ここにい
dream
るう
was
ちは
willing
あ
to
んた
give
に
you a
あげるとは
hairpin
限らない
doesn't mean I'm going to give you one now, does it?
うんあれと
Right,
これとは
one thing
違う
leads to another.
結構こだ
You're
わりがあるんだ
awfully
ね
principled.
もちろんその気持
Of
ちを理
course,
解
I
でき
get
な
how
いわ
you
けじゃない
feel.
よ
It was a long dream
あん
after
た以
all.
外の人にとって
For
は
anyone
実
else,
際に
this
起こ
would
って
be
ないこと
complete
だけど
nonsense. But for
あん
you,
たに
this
と
is
っ
the
てはすご
past
く
your
大
heart
切な
holds
過去
dear. The joy and sadness
そ
it
の喜
brings
び
you
と悲
can't
し
be
みは
generalized with the
夢という
title
言葉だけ
dream.
でまとめられるだからこそ
That's why you're
あんたは
treating this
偶然手
treasure
に入
we
れた
salvaged by
うちの
chance
一
so
番大切
seriously.
にでも
But
本
if
当
we're
に
really
あれと
talking
これ
about
とは
one
違
thing
うっ
leading
て
to
いうな
another,
ら
with how things are
こ
now,
の空
there's
気の
no
中
way
じゃ
we can repeat what
う
was
ちは
said in
きっ
that
と例え
dream.
ば今
Just like how I
うち
asked,
が
what do all of
あ
you
んたに
really
とって
think of
う
me?
ちはどんな
You
人
in the dream
間って
and
聞い
in
ても
reality are going to give
夢
different
の
answers. I'm
今の
sorry,
私も
but the me I
同
am
じ答え
now
を
still
口
has the
にする
same
と思う
answer. Huh? You're not just ordinary and cute. You're also terrible at lying. There was a slight issue of that since I was supposed to be there at 5 a.m. but I wasn't able to sleep. I stayed up until 5 a.m. and onward. From that, I got home at 9. Sushi! Oh my god. I hope you got a lot of sleep. Don't do that. Make sure to take care of yourself, Sushi. Make sure you get some sleep. Could you just not, like, fall asleep? Or are you busy doing something? What are you talking about in front of so many people like this? But that's what I was thinking. Coralie and Helia too, right? But what are you asking me? What are you asking me? Isn't it obvious? Coralie, you should be more candid during times like this. Alright, stop right there, everyone. How about leaving a little bit of dignity for me in front of Master? Ask for that. The gift can't be taken back. If Chama can come up with the same answer, why can't the same thing follow? Whether it's in a dream or in real life, just keep it safe. Of course, you have to remember to take care of it regularly. Yeah. Oh, Senna in the background too. So cute. Oh.
こうして桜花と老朽の人々は一致団結して幸せそうに暮らしました。
And so, the people of Osha and Lankia came together and lived happily ever
みん
after.
ながよく知っている地球のお
Just
友
like
達と同
everyone's
じよう
favorite
に
Earthlings, Songchia was lucky enough to come back from
運
certain
よく
death.
帰ってこら
If
れた。
this was a fairy tale,
も
this
し
is
これ
where
が
it
お
would
とぎ話
end.
なら確かにここで終わってもいいんだけどね。残念ながら今こ
Unfortunately,
の瞬間
we've only seen the tip of the iceberg when it
まだ
comes to the
氷山
true
の一
nature
角
of
しか
this
解き明かさ
planet.
れていない。そうだよね。
Wouldn't you
物語
agree?
の主人公こと
The protagonist of this
我らの
story,
夢
our
追い人
dream seeker. If this isn't my favorite
君
gal,
が一生懸命に追い求めて
what
いる
dream
の
is
は
it that you pursue
一
so
体どんな夢なのか
painstakingly?
な。
my girl, Havita. Hi, Vita. Who are you? Where am I?
そう焦らない
Don't
で。
rush it.
も
Should
う
I
一度自己紹介した
reintroduce
方がい
myself?
い？僕はビタ。
My name is Vita.
歯が
Bite
唇
your
を優
bottom
し
lip
く噛む
a bit for the V.
舌が優しく
Lick
歯に
your
当た
tongue
る
off
た
the
だよ。
back of your teeth for the da.
友
The
人
ta.
そしてガイドとして
I'll be
君
sticking
の
by
そ
your
ば
side
にい
as
よ
a
う。
friend and a guide.
た
Is it
何
coming
か
back to
思い
you?
出したのかな？
You'll find the answers to your other
どうやら
questions
君
soon
は
enough.
もうすぐ他の質問の答えを見つけられ。
Oh boy. Why is she just a floating head? Is this a glitch or is it supposed to be like this? I see the scar though over her chest. Since my assistant isn't that well versed knowledge at OBS and setting up, it was a bit annoying since they might do something. I was correct since they moved something that wasn't needed to be touched, so it was a bit cheesed at them. Oh, a tentacle head? No, it's not a tentacle head. Who is Sinadina? Don't say that. You're the second person to get this. Squid Senna can't hurt you, Chad. No. It's not Squid Senna. I think Squid Senna can hurt me. What is this? Oh, Vita, you look very, very happy.
何でも言って。
That's me. Vita? How many times have we had this conversation?
思い出したのかな。
Oh, it's finally coming back to you, eh, friend?
おや、急に冷たくな
Why
って
the
悲
cold
しい
shoulder all
よ
of a。sudden? Has it all come back to you just like that?
今回の君はあまりにも早く記憶を取り戻したみたいだね。前回桜花と老朽が
Last
壊され
time
た
Monkey
時
and
は
Osha were destroyed, it took 3 days and 3 nights just to get you to remember the truth of samsara. So Vita's helping us create a loop to finally get the outcome that she, well, I can't really say she wanted, but we all wanted for that bubble universe for Longyu. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing all right. I overslept today, not because I was hibernating, not because I stayed up, just I didn't listen to my alarm. I paid my Chama Corp taxes, which was fun as always.
でもそれもそうだね。今
But
回の
this
君は
time,
素
you've
晴らし
unlocked
い
so
実
many
績を達成
achievements
し
and
て
gained so much
たくさんの経験
experience.
値を手に
It's
入れた。
about time you've leveled up.
なんだかご機嫌な
What's
めだ
wrong?
ね。
You and your friends kept Lonky and Osha safe
君
this
とその
time.
仲間たちは
Well done.
老朽
Really
と
well
桜花の
done.
災いを終わらせた。めでたしめでたし。君は何度も何度もこの物
You
語を書
kept
き直
rewriting
し
your
て
story again and again until you finally reached the happy ending you had been waiting
すご
for.
いこと
It's
さ。
no small feat.
そんな仕事ができるいい子
Good
は
kids that do a good job deserve a reward. I want Vita's reward, please and thank you. So, does that make you my next
おやお
opponent?
や、そ
No
こまで
need
緊
to
張
be
しな
so
くてもいいの
nervous.
に。
We've been
こんなに
together
も
for
長い間
ages.
ここで
Don't
一
you
緒
know
にい
who
た
I
の
am?
よく知ってるから。
It's because I know you too well.
本当
No,
のあなたを
actually,
知らな
it's
すぎる
because I
からだよ。
don't know anything about the real you, Vita.
ひどいことを言うね。ほ
Oh,
ら、
come on.
毎
I've
回
helped
僕
you
が
every step
君
of
を
the
助
way
けて
this
あげ
time
てただ
around.
ろ。でも覚えてる限りじゃ。
But you
何回かの
attacked
ル
me
ープが始ま
plenty
っ
of
た
other
時に
times.
あなたに襲われた時があったけど。それも物語の展
We
開を
have to
早め
keep
る
the
ためだ
plot
ったんだよ。
moving somehow. Don't you remember?
あなたに
I only
関す
have
る
a
記
few
憶をいく
memories
つか
of
ね。
you, and most of them are
ちなみに
unpleasant.
そのほとんどは楽しい記憶じゃない。
People having unpleasant moments with Vita could never happen. Especially not for me. Vita's always pleasant for me.
そう真面目に考えないで。
Don't take this too seriously. Right now, you're just an electrical being trapped inside a system with me at the helm.
ちな
We're
みに
still
僕は
plenty
君の
close.
システム操作員だ。ほらね、
あ
僕たちは親しい戦友だよ。
Are you saying this is all just a simulation? I see. Makes a lot of sense then, I
心配
guess.
しないで。僕は君を見捨
And
てた
don't
りしな
worry,
い。
I won't leave you behind until you
君が
figure
この
out
システム
how
の
the
状
system
況をは
works.
っきりと理
I'll be
解
right
す
by
る
your
まで。
side, helping you
僕は
every
友
step of
人
the
とガ
way.
イド。そしてこのシステムがどういうも
I
の
know you
か
want to know what's going
自分
on
がなぜ
and
その
why
中に
you're
存在
here,
しているの
but
か。
there's no rush. With me by
それ
your
をはっ
side,
きり
your
とさせたい
data,
気持
and
ちは
rather
分か
your
っている
memory
よ。
will be fully
大丈
recovered
夫。僕がそば
eventually.
についているから。今ここであなたと話してる
Standing here
私は
talking to you,
同じ物語を
I can
数
feel
え
that
き
I've
れない
been
ほど
through
経験
this
して
story
る。
countless
で
times.
も新しいル
But
ー
with
プを始
every
めるために
samsara,
その
the
記憶は
memories
曖昧
become
になる。
blurred. I've forgotten what I was
私は
originally after.
本来の目的
Acting
を思い出せ
logically,
ず
it's almost
規定
like
のロジックに従って
like
こうまるで舞台上の役者み
like
たい
being
に
an actor on a stage.
そ
It
れ
can't
も
be
仕方
helped.
ないよ。
Like not
人は夢を
knowing
見て
when
い
you're
る時
in a
に
dream. I
自
mean,
分が夢の
what would
中にいる
ruin
こ
a
とに気づ
story
け
more
な
than
い。
a hero that knows they're in a story
もし
right
物
from
語
the
の
get-go?
主人公もちろん
Of
電子生
course,
命
if
体
you
である
keep on
君が
absorbing
データを
data,
吸収して成
maybe
長
you'll
し続け
be
たら
maybe you'll be
い
able
つ
to
か
do
はで
just
きるように
that.
なるかもしれないけどね。現実と
Reality,
夢
dreams.
さっきビタに聞かれたけど
It's just like Vita
私
asked,
は一体
what dream is it that I'm
でも
seeking?
今の僕たちがいるこの場所も
Where we are now is
ど
exactly
ち
isn't
らかという
exactly
と
reality. It's more
現
like
実
the
と
gap
夢が
between
狭まって
reality and
感じか
dreams.
な。
Anyway, now that you've calmed down,
君
we
が
can
落ち
do
着いたのなら
something a little
次
more
はもっと面白いこ
interesting.
とをしよう。
Remember the reward I brought up previously? Once you clear the story this time, access to new things will be unlocked. This time around, you can return to reality with me. This will be our first time seeing the real world, right? I can't wait. There's no time to lose. Let's go. Wait, I'm not done asking questions. Too late. Oh, don't worry. There'll be plenty of time. If you have any other questions, you can save them for the people waiting outside. They're more concerned about what's going on than you are. You're probably the biggest unknown to the story, where they're the main characters. Just kidding. So please confirm that you've read and agreed the following terms of the Dream Seeker system and restore your default appearance. Excuse me. Read the terms? Where's the terms? Sure, I'll agree. I don't need to read anything. Holographic printing complete. Returning to default settings. Welcome, Dream Seeker. But the terms are in your heart. Okay, good. I don't have to worry then. Open porthole. Wait, we're on the moon?
彼女目覚めたの？初対面のマナーとしてこう伝えるべきでしょうか。月へようこそ。
Prometheus? Well, alright.
スキャンが終わりました。目を開けても構いません。
There she is. I thought it was her. Hi, Prometheus. Hi, May. Come look over here. Let's follow proper procedures and start with the basic questions. What is your name? Chama? Same as previously recorded. You know me? But I don't know any of your names. That's not a problem. That'll be true for most of the people here. Nice to meet you, Chama. I'm Raiden May, and this is Prometheus, number 17, a full-time employee of this base. Hello. This will probably sound strange, but from our perspective, you are a friend who we met for the first time, but already know very well. All your adventures have been recorded on your terminal, and we've already gone through all your records. Terminal? Right. It took us a long time from when we first landed on Mars to drag your terminal all the way from Mars's orbit to the moon base. Who could have guessed Mars's true nature is a giant quantum computer? Unfortunately, I did have this part semi-spoiled to me, and it was spoiled by the game itself. Because I went to go catch up in chapter 2, and the game wanted to automatically put me in a further chapter. And, like, I couldn't escape it. But I didn't know that they'd moved it. I thought we were still on Mars, so I didn't know we were actually on the moon. Yeah, the game made me really angry, because I was like, oh, I want to continue story so I can finish chapter 2. And when I entered, it wanted to put me in... I don't know what chapter it was, because I know Vita was there, and so was Prometheus. I think it was introducing Durandal. I could have closed the game, but the problem is that in order for me to get to a part where I could like actually like get back to the chapter I needed to be in, I had to get through that. Like no amount of closing or anything got me past it. Like I was stuck in that part. Like I couldn't open menus, like I couldn't do anything. It put me in there and I couldn't get out. Like I could have forced closed, but I would have been automatically put in there again. It was really weird because I tried. The only clue we could find on Mars was the terminal connected to that quantum computer, and you find it in that terminal. I'm sorry to have brought you here without asking first. I don't even know why it advanced me in the story anyway. Because, like, I didn't have the quest for it. I was still on the quest for part 2. Or not part 2, chapter 2. I don't recall anything about me or any quantum computer. I just remember repeating the same story over and over again, like a dream that never stops. Well, no wonder your data file is titled Dream Seeker, huh? Did I say something inappropriate? I'm sorry, that's Vita's influence. Vita, right. Vita, where is she? She woke up before you and said she was going to see an old friend. 1 second, I got a cat. And then she disappeared. There's one event and voyage you have to do before continuing? Okay. Are you close with her? More or less. It's just, she's given my friends a lot of trouble. I can't speak of her trustworthiness. The side-eye Prometheus is giving. She may not be the most honest individual around, but right now, we don't know about what you do or don't know as much as she does. I know it's all pretty confusing, but rather than dwelling on these questions, how about I take you for a walk around the moon base? It might help you learn a little about yourself. Now that you've awoken from the terminal, maybe things will take a turn for the better. I need to check with my companions. What should we do next? Got it. I'll leave you to it. Okay. Yeah, just remind me so I don't forget. Wait. I am May.
私たちの目標は一致してるから。実はこっちも厄介な問題に遭遇してて、あなたこそが状況を打開する鍵になるかもしれないの。
Bronya?
彼女はブローニャ。私の友人よ。夢追い人、ここで少し待っててもらえる？どうだった？ブローニャちゃん。
What's going on, Bronya?
あのバカは
That
ま
idiot
だ
is
ぐっ
still
すりと
sleeping
眠
like
っ
a
てて。
baby.
変ね。
That's strange. From what we know, the crisis in Monkey and Osha should have been resolved already, which means Dreamseeker has completed the system mission objective. So, why is Kiana still sleeping? Maybe there are other ways Monkey and Osha's crisis could have been solved, Principal. Just like how in some games you can get through a level in different ways, like flipping through walls or manipulating item drop rates.
普通のプロセスには思えないけど、 どうして当事者みたいな話し方をしてるの？
That doesn't exactly sound like the typical way you clear a stage. It's also pretty specific, like you have some
バ
experience.
カキアナがわざとバグを利用して
I've used a few bugs in Kiana's game to clear my trial stage, repeating what caused the server to give an error report and crash.
仕
The
事に
same one
戻っ
that
た
had
ブ
you
ローニャちゃん
working
が
3 straight
エラーを
nights in a
直す
row
のに
trying to
徹
fix
夜した
it.
時のことよね。キアナが目覚めたら
When she wakes up,
も
I'll
う
make
一度
sure
ア
she
ップデート
applies
版
a
をプレイ
patch
す
in
る
the
よう
next
に見張って
upgrade.
やります。いいわね。
Sure, and then next time she's stuck at a glitch, I'll dock her 1 bag of snacks. When she can finally manage 1 playthrough, I'll treat her to a big meal. Such an
本
idiot.
当にバカです。メイ姉さん。ま
You
さ
don't
か
think
キアナ
she's
は
just auto-hibernating like Project Bunny to
私
get out
の
of
プログ
her
ラムをク
physics
ラッシュさせ
homework
た罰から逃
in
げるため
punishment
に
for messing up my
わざと
program?
重装
Do
詐
you,
欺のよう
May?
に自動休眠に入ったというわけじゃ。
Kiana may be annoying, but I don't think that's it. You don't need to worry, Bronya. Everything's okay, both on Earth and the moon. Plus, some new stuff has
今のとこ
happened
ろ地球
today.
と月は安定してるし。別にあのバカの
I'm
心
not
配
worried
なん
about
てし
that
てません
idiot.
よ。
Oh,
ゲームが
then
もう
why'd
すぐ
you
リ
rush
リー
over
スさ
here
れる
even
の
though
に
your
た
game's
くさんの
release
仕
date
事
is
を
coming
放り
up?
投げてま知りません。
Couldn't you tell? But I know a certain teacher who cut her vacation short to rush over here, right, May?
ブローニャちゃん
You, but...
ブロ
Hmm?
ーニャちゃん。
I believe she's going to wake up soon, Bronya.
ええ。
Right. Her friends had all looked at each other and smiled. Their eyes were just full of mutual understanding, but the deepest faith that they had in Kiana.
メイ姉さんの後ろにいる
So
の
the
は
person behind you is our
端末の
guest
中
from
か
the
ら来たお
terminal,
客さんです
yes?
か？ええ。そろそろみ
Right,
んなに
it's
紹
about
介し
time
よ
I
う
got
と思っ
everyone
てたところだった
acquainted.
の。夢追い人。こちらが
Chama, this
さっ
is
き話した
Bronya,
ブ
whom
ロ
I
ーニ
mentioned
ャ。
earlier.
こんにちは。夢追い人。
Hi, Chama.
はじめまして。あなたも
Hello, are you
ムーンベースの
staff
ス
here
タッ
at the
フなの？
moon base?
いいえ。
No, I
私
work
は
on
メイ
Earth
姉さん
just
と
like
同じよう
May,
に
but our
地
friend
球で働いて
Kiana
ます。
works here.
ですが、友達のキアナがムーンベースで。キアナちゃんがここにいるから。
Kiana here.
私たち
We
は
came
よ
to
く
the
ム
moon
ーンベー
base
スに来るの。
often.
キアナというのは
Kiana, that's the one that hasn't woken up yet, right?
まだ目覚めてない友
Sorry,
達
I
のこ
wasn't
と。
eavesdropping or anything.
ごめん。勝手に聞くつもりはなかったの。
大丈夫よ。
That's fine.
正
If
直
I'm
に
being
言うと
honest, Kiana is the
私と
reason
ブ
that
ローニャちゃ
Bronya
ん
and
は
I came
あなたを
looking for
探
you.
してた。キアナちゃんはある特
It's
質
been
の
more
ため
than
に
6 years since Kiana left home and came to the moon.
前にブローニャちゃんが
Last
冗談
time
で言ってた
Bronya
んだけど
joked that
もし
pretty
その
much
時
the
に小学
distance
校を
between
卒業した子
elementary
がいた
school
ら
and college age.
今はもう大
But
学
she's
生に
still
なってる
living
でしょう
her
ね。
same life here
で
on
も
in the moon
キア
base.
ナちゃんはムー
watching
ンベ
over
ースで同じ
civilization
暮ら
on
しを
Earth.
してまるで
It's
彼女
almost
の
like
時間が
time
止ま
has
ったみ
stopped
たいに
for
ね。
her.
そう考えると
In that way, Dream
夢追い
Seeker and
人は
Kiana
キア
have
ナと似てるかもしれません。
similarities. You don't
システムの
know
中にい
just
る
how
あな
much
た
time
は
has passed
外
outside
の
the
時間の
system
流れを知ら
as
ず
you
た
as you
だループ
relive
の中で何度も冒
as
険
you
を繰り返してき
relive
ました。
adventure after adventure in each samsara.
そうだね。
Right.
記憶を保
Without
存
my
できなかった。
memories, I can't perceive the
確かに
changes
私
that
は
have
何度も
happened in
繰り
real
返される
time.
ループの中。
キアナちゃんの体に
Time left no
時間が後を
trace on
残すことは
Kiana,
もうない
and
けど
things have changed recently.
二人が言ってた。
You
目覚める
mean
ことがで
what
き
you
ない
said
って
about
いう
her
話。
being unable to wake up?
いつも通りの寝坊かもしれ
Maybe
ま
she
せん
was
し、
just having
目覚め
a
たくない
snooze
ほ
as
どに
usual, or a
いい
dream she
夢を
didn't
見
want
て
to
るの
wake
かも
up
しれませ
from.
ん。
But whatever the
とに
case,
かく
that idiot who was
もともと
supposed to
起き
be
て
up and
働いてる
working
はずの
fell
バカは
asleep or fell into
今
a
でも
deep
眠
sleep
ったままな
instead.
んです。前にも似たような状況があったわ。
Something similar had happened
でも今回
before,
のキ
but
アナ
this
ちゃんが眠
time,
ってる時間
Kiana's been
は
asleep a lot
私た
longer
ち
than
の
we
予想を
expected.
はるかに終焉の律者である彼女
After,
は
as the
様
Hersher
々な問題
finality,
に余裕
there's
で対
very
応できる
little
は
she
ず。
can't handle. It's
で
just,
も
as her
友人として
friends, we want to know
私
why
たちは
she's
やっぱ
still
り
asleep
彼女が
and
眠っ
what
て
we
る理由
can
を
do
知
to
りたい。
help.
そんな時に
And that's when
私
we
たちは
found
あなたを
you.
私を
キアナちゃん
Me.
が眠りに入った
When
時に
Kiana slipped into a deep sleep, Prometheus and Klein received a strange disturbance signal from Mars.
2つの事件を結び
There's
つける
no
直
evidence
接的な証
linking
拠はありませんが
these two
無理
things,
病のズレもないほ
but
ど
that
時間
they
が一致
happened
してるん
within
です
milliseconds of each other is something too strange to
さす
ignore.
あなたの端末につながってた
The Martian
火星の
quantum
量子コンピューター
computer
に
that your terminal is connected to, whatever it is up to,
それは
is likely
キアナちゃんが
behind
眠り
Kiana's
続けてる
sleep.
因果関係は証明できませんが
While we might not be able to verify a casual relationship, all clues point to the same thing.
英才です
Shadow
あなた
Calamity.
の行動記録と
After comparing your record with
Prometheus's
Prometheus's observational
あ
data,
る奇妙な現
we
象を発
discovered
見したの
something
よ
strange. Whenever
あな
your
たの冒
adventure
険が
comes across the
衛星
Shadow
の暴走ま
Calamity,
で進むた
we're
びに
able to pick up a
火
faint
星から
disturbance
微
signal
弱
from
な干渉
Mars.
信号を捕捉できるのその信号は
The
キアナちゃんが
signal's
眠りに入っ
like
た時に
when
現れ
Kiana
た
fell
信号と似
asleep,
て
but
るけど
incredibly weak.
とても微弱だっ
If
た
we didn't verify it
こ
against
の
our
推測をもとに
hypothesis,
遡
we
って
would have
検証
missed
し
it
てなかったあ
entirely.
なたの努力のおかげで
Thanks to our efforts,
Eisai
the
は消
shadow
えた
calamities were completely
そして微弱だっ
eradicated,
た干渉信
likely
号も
affecting the weak
その
disturbance
影響
signal
を
I
受けたから
mentioned,
か
amplifying
急
it
に数
several
倍に
times
膨れ上が
over.
ったわ
It caught Prometheus's
だから
attention,
プロメテウスはそれに
proving
気
our
づいて
suspicions right.
それって
You mean
私
my
の行動で
my
キアナを助けられる
exploration
かもし
might
れ
help
ない
out
ってこと
Kiana?
少し強引な推測であること
I
は
admit
認
the
めます
connection might seem like a bit much,
今の
but it's
私
the
たちに
only
とって
direction we have
それが
to go
唯
in
一の
at
方
the
向性で
moment.
もあるもしあなたが老朽
If
と
you
謳
can
歌
find
の
a
危
way
機を
to
解
fight
決した
against the
時と
shadow
同じよう
calamity
に
in the
ループの
samsara,
中
like
で
how you
英才
dealt with
に対抗
Longq
す
and
る方
Osha's
法を探し
crisis,
続けてくれ
then
たら
maybe
もしかしたら
Kiana can wake up.
もちろんあまり
Of
プレッ
course,
シャー
no
を感
need
じ
to
ない
feel
で
too
くだ
much
さい
pressure. For all we
私たち
know,
が
she'll
何
wake
も
up
しなくて
tomorrow
も
and stroll in,
明日に
asking
なったら
May when
キアナ
breakfast
が
is
あくびを
ready.
しも
I
し
guess
そうな
that
ったら
troubles me another
私は
way.
つまり二人は私にあ
So,
のル
you
ー
want
プ
me
シ
to
ステムを
continue
使い
collecting
続けて
information about the
英才の
shadow
情報を集めて
calamity
ほしいっ
with
て思って
that
るんだよね
samsara system, right?
あなたは今
You're
の
our
私たち
only
が
lead
唯一持っ
now.
てる
I know
手
this
がか
is
りな
rather
の
abrupt, but
とにかく
regardless, you have the right to decide
あなたにある
yourself,
のよ
Chama.
私たちはあのバカな
As
友
that
人で
fool's
すが
friend,
無理強い
we
はしま
won't
せん
force you to do anything
だって
against your will.
キア
After
ナも
all,
きっと
Kiana would
私
make
た
the
ちと
same
同じ決
decision
断
as
をして
us. Say
同
the
じこと
same
を言うはず
thing.
ですから
私は
I depends on the pay. That's such a Chama answer, but leave it to me. Thank you.
キアナ
Not
に
only
珍
was
しい
it a
変化
rare
をもたら
change
すだ
for
けじゃ
your
なく
for you guys, it was also the
自
only
分の問題を
breakthrough I
追
had
求
to
するため
understand
の
my own
唯一
problem
の自分
more.
に関わることでもある
This
から
is inextricably related to me, and I'm eager to find out about my current situation and obtain the complete data records.
もしその過程で
If I can help your friend in the process, I'll be glad to. This proves that I'm not running around in circles,
無意味
and
では
that
ないと
everything
証
I'm
明で
doing
きるから
isn't pointless.
実は
Actually, when the memories of defeat during the samsara returned to me, I am still agonized over the frustration and despair I felt from those failures. Even though Longq and Osha had welcomed a happy ending this time, and successfully retained the memories of previous attempts. What's the meaning behind all this? What exactly is this system? These questions remain persistently in my head. But it'll be great if every experience I have can change reality, or help your friend Kiana, even if just by a bit. So May, Bronya, I'll do my best to find all the answers to myself, and we'll find out more about Kiana's situation with every attempt.
ありがとう
Thank
あ
you.
なたな
I
らきっ
believe
と
in
で
you,
きると
Chama.
信じてる私たちは
We've witnessed your past adventures. You have the traits and capabilities to pass every stage. Of course.
そうだ
Oh, one more thing.
はい
今
Mhm.
度会うとき
When we meet again, if we still meet again, can you tell me more about Kiana's story?
問題ないわ
Sure. Well then, Chama, it's time to introduce you to the others.
あれは
Oh, an ad's getting ready to start.
ええ彼女たちにも挨拶しましょう
Alright, you guys. An ad's getting ready to start. I need to run to the restroom and grab more water. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up and do that. Let me grab drunk Mobius real quick. For anyone not getting hit by the ad. Drunk Mobius. Okay, I'll be right back. Be right back. Back. Had to get a cat all situated. Who thinks that he is the streamer, that this is his desk, and it's not his desk. Not take over. Okay. All right. I feel much better after a nice stretch. Oh, game? There we go.
Konnichiwa, Mei-san. それと
Hello, May, and
Corelli,
it's been a while. I believe there's no need for me to introduce this friend here.
紹介しなくても平気かしら？
夢追い人大丈夫？
Mama? How have you,
もう一度自己紹
should I
介した方がいい
introduce
かな
myself again? I'm
私はヘリ
Helia,
ア。
and
A 級バルキリーなんだよ
A
ね
rank Valkyrie.
ヘリアのこ
Oh,
と
I
で
didn't
一番
expect
印象
that
に
to leave
残
the
ってるのは
deepest
ランクだったん
impression.
だ。
Helia, you're great at self-introductions.
実は
Actually, you're the one who always talks about Helia, how Helia is an A rank Valkyrie.
システムに入るた
I
びに
must tell
私たち
Einstein
の
to
記
stop
憶を消さ
erasing
な
our
いで
memories
って
each time we enter the
アインシュ
system.
タインにちゃんと
つまり
So,
二
you
人は
two
本
are
当に
real,
存在してるの
not NPCs in the system.
それ
Wow,
は今
throughout
までの
all
ル
these
ープで
samsaras,
あなた
this
が
is the
口にし
rudest
た
thing
一
you've
番失
said.
礼な言葉だよ。
ヘリアとコラリーもデータに
During
な
all
っ
the
て
past experiences, did Helia and Coralie accompany me in the form of data?
火星で
Yes,
あな
the
た
two
を
of
発
them
見したのは
discovered
二人で
you on
端末に
Mars
触れた後に
for unknown
なぜか一
reasons.
緒にシステム
They
に入って
entered
しま
the
ったのよ。
system with you after
アインシュタイン
interacting
博
with
士
the
とクラインが
terminal.
調べた後
Dr. Einstein and
あなたを
Klein
サポート
decided
で
to
きるように
maintain the current
現状維持を決
situation
めた
after
の。
some research to see if they can offer some help during the
彼
exploration.
女が毎回わざわざ私たちの記憶を消さないように
Things
し
would
て
have
くれてたら
progressed much faster if
事
you
態は
didn't
もっと
erase your
早く進んで
memories
たのか
every
もしれない
time.
けど
夢追い人も私たち
It'll
のこと
be
を覚えて
unfair
ないんだから
otherwise, because
そうし
Chama
ないと
doesn't
不公平
remember
だわ
us either.
ビタも言ってた
Vita
でしょ
said so too.
夢追い人こそ
Chama is the
ルー
key
プ
to
システム
operating
の
the
中心で
samsara
余
system.
計な情報を
Feeding
与えすぎると 予
Feeding
想外
her
のエラーが
excessive
生じるかもっ
information
て
might produce unexpected errors. Bald? What the? What the f? No. Rude. Rude. No. Where is it? No. 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 It's behind him. God damn it. I just want to bonk the cat. Not allowed to make me bald. God damn it. Almost matches Hellions. Don't say that. No, I do not. I don't. Untrue. No. Wait. Wait. Turn the bonk. There we go. There. If I have to be bald, you're gonna bonk on the head the whole time. How do you like that? You know what? Yeah, from this angle, she is way more stacked than I thought. I even have her unit, but I don't pay attention when I'm in combat. But goddamn, ma'am.
へえ、本当にあの女の話を信じたの。
Do you really believe what the woman says? It's obvious that she can't be trusted. Maybe she's tricking us into doing things for her again.
少なくとも行
At
動だ
least
けを
she's
見
been
れば
helping us
彼
through
女
her
はずっと私た
actions,
ちを
and
助
our
けてくれて
efforts
た
were not in vain this
そうね
time.
みんなの努力
You're
は無駄
right,
じゃ
your
なかった
efforts
し
have paid off, and
夢追い
Chama's
人も
awake
目覚め
now.
ることができ
This
た。
is evident
それ
progress.
にあなたたちが
And
英
the
才を
friendships
解
you
決する
forged
た
while
めに
working to resolve the shadow calamity are real too, no?
そうだね。夢追い
We
人と
became
何度も
friends
任
with
務を
Chama
行っている
there.
うちに
After all, the
私たちは
missions we've
友達
gone
同
through
士に
together.
夢追い人、私たち
Chama?
まだあんたを友
Can
達
we
って
still
呼
call
んでいい
you
の
our friend?
もちろんだよ。
Of course, Coralie,
Coralie,
Senna, Songja, and you and me.
それから
We've
セナ
gone
と少
through
女
so much together.
私たちは
Even
いろん
if
な
they
ことを
only
一緒に
exist
経
within
験
that
してきたのは
system, our emotions and
彼女
feelings
た
are
ち
real
が
to me.
あのシステムの中の存在だったとしても、私にとって
Why are they making that face? Why are they giving me the look like, what?
どうかしたの？
What's wrong?
私の聞き間違いかもしれ
Perhaps
な
I
いけど
misheard, but
一
I'd
応
like to
確認しておく
clarify.
ね。セナって誰？
Who is Senna? Uh-oh. This isn't some Rim from ReZero type stuff, is it? Nah, they can't just delete Senna like that. Is this why her body was missing? Is that why her head was the only thing present? They did? No. Senna. Huh?
確かに。私たち
We
は
were
少
with
女や
Songju
他の術
indeed.
たちと
And the other shoes
何度も
as
冒険
well.
を
We
経験し
experienced
て
our
きたけ
mission
ど、
repeatedly, but I've
セ
never
ナって
heard
い
of
う名
anyone
前
named
は一度も
Senna.
聞いたことがない。
I mean, I knew she was special, but like I didn't expect them to not remember her. I needed a drink for that one.
セナディアだよ。
Senadina?
どうして覚えて
How
ない
can you
の？
forget her?
彼女
She
は
has
赤い
fiery
髪と
red hair,
キラキラした青い
sparkly
目を
blue
持つ
eyes,
女の子で、
a bubbly and
よく
cheerful
食べてよく笑
foodie,
って、
great at
彼
yo-yo.
女は私たちと一緒
She
に
went through
老
everything
朽
in
でたく
Longq
さん
with
のこと
us.
を経験
We
して
defeated Donahue,
海を
awakened the
倒し
shoes, and
術
fought
たちを
alongside
呼び覚まして
Songju against the
最
will
後
of
は少女
Shadow.
と一緒に影
Don't
の
you
意志に
remember?
勝った。
You described every one of Senna's unique characteristics and listed every incident you had been through together, but saw that your two companions only grew increasingly confused. She was everyone's comrade.
まさかアストラルリングってこんな使い方もできるの？
No! Wait, there's just empty space in your ice cream? That's so depressing. I would be so sad. Oh. Sizes of golf balls. That's a scam. Return it. Take it back. Take it back. The astral rings can serve this function as well. Of course not. It's merely a coincidence. You might have to reload Maxi. Guess now I know why my store has them on sale. Yeah, that would do it. Like, oh, mark this down. It's because the tub's only like half full. You're so terribly unromantic. Shama, are you alright? I'm sorry, I can't remember anyone named Senadina from any of our adventures. Who's Rem? I don't know. I don't know anyone named Rem. I only know Ram. Ram Superior. Ram Best Maid. Even if she is just a sequence of data, the three of us still remember each other, but only you've met her before. In terms of coding design, this isn't possible. I assure you that Senna experienced all the Samsara adventures with us. I guarantee it. I believe you, Chama. There's just something strange about this. So someone would have had to delete her data, but specifically only from them. Since we remember Senna, but also I was thinking, well, they interacted with her. They knew she was there. They talked to her, so it's not like we were the only ones who ever saw her. Strange indeed. I don't remember this name from the records either. Oh, the principal has a copy of the record. Shall we ask her? That would be even weirder. Well, I guess if the records are printed after, but if they're looking at them afterwards, they were scrubbed. Principal? Yeah, Shixel Overseer Teresa. She was the principal during our schooling days. She's responsible for organizing those records to provide Klein with new hypotheses to analyze. I can bring you to her. Oh, Terry? Don't worry, Chama. Everyone is your friend. You can trust us all. I know, and thank you. As long as it's something Coralie and I can do, we'll do our best to help you, because you're our friend. Isn't that right, Coralie? Same here. Same for me too. Let's go, Chama. We can get the data history from the principal. Wipe out all logs and somehow edit the logs in a way it doesn't make it seem as if something is missing, all that while the program is running, doing it live with people observing. Yeah, exactly, which is super impressive to be able to do. But also, we have so they didn't delete it from us, which begs to differ. Why didn't they do that? Why are we the only ones who can remember? Could they not wipe it from us? Are we special in that sense, or did they selectively choose to leave the data for us? I've looked through all the data history from your adventure. I don't find anyone named Senadina. Whether it's Helia, Coralie, who entered the system, or the base staff who's been supervising round the clock, nobody's seen, or nobody knows about the Senadina. But I remember her vividly. I remember every samsara we went through together. She was always encouraging me with a smile and fought together with me. She was right there. Maybe the Senadina is like Dreamseeker who explored the samsaras, an account that entered the system from another terminal. Perhaps she really exists outside the system. It's extremely cute. Oh, why can't we have this one? That's possible, but it does explain why Helia and Coralie, who have repeatedly gone through the mission, can only remember Dreamseeker and not her. Will that imply that Senadina herself wiped the system of herself? That she's the one in charge? Also, I didn't notice this before on her. But the Homu little charm right here with the teeth is cute. Or maybe she's actually a super admin who exists in the system because of her confidential identity. She'll clear all records related to herself after each samsara ends, including memories that others have of her. I guess that would make sense that Senna would have, I don't know, more authority, but more powers, considering we know she exists. I would assume exist out of the system, considering the first chapter of the game. So I guess that would make sense that maybe she would have that ability, but that still begs to differ who she really is outside. Indeed, memories aren't reliable sometimes. The blanks that have been erased once existed too. But now we can explain why Chama is the only one who remembers her. Memories aren't reliable. Anyway, aside from Chama's testimony, we can't find any traces of Senadina and can't prove her existence. In theory, it's more feasible to manipulate one's memory or one person's memory instead of a group's. But don't worry, Chama, we're not doubting you. It's just that we've suffered quite a lot because of manipulated memories, and that has left us a little traumatized. We have to be cautious of every statement, examine every possibility, and face every reality, even if illusions may seem happier than the truth. Perhaps you need some time to organize your memories, to calm down and discern which are real and which are dreams. That's not a dream, I know it. How can all those incidents we experienced together be a dream? Why? Why does no one remember her? Is it so easy to eradicate someone's existence? Even if I forgot her, will this being named Senadina be lost in this world? That lady who claims to be a system operator, Vita, what do you think about her? I'm not good at dealing with such a fickle and pretentious person who deliberately hides information. Looking at her indifferent attitude towards shadow calamities, she probably has interacted with this system long ago and even understands the nature of calamities. Oh no. No! Squidina. No. I'm gonna rewrite your memory so that you love pineapple and pizza. I've never actually had pineapple and pizza, so what if I already love it? From my dealings with her, it'd be hard to learn the complete truth from her, even if she does know something. According to Fuwa and Sale's descriptions, it seems that way indeed. But why would Vita willingly act as an operator? In an endless samsara, she has to activate the system to send and retrieve Chama again and again. I feel tired just thinking about it. If I had to take on that job, I'd definitely retire and stay home. Then I'll become a bitter melon that enjoys the cool air of a refrigerator, making sips of nearby soda. I'll never have to match data for anyone again. Principal, are you alright? Overseer Teresa? Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Maybe the previous accident left some negative side effects. Where were we? Since Vita is unwilling to provide direct help, we can only rely on Samsara's system to wake Kiana up. I'm sorry, Chama, to bring this up while you're still in confusion. It's alright. I understand how you feel. This Kiana must be extremely important. Must be an extremely important comrade to all of you. Whether it help your comrade or to figure out the questions I have, we can only use the same method. While searching for more clues about shadow calamities, perhaps I'll understand the system better and fill in my missing data. And if I enter the Samsara again, maybe... We've read every one of your Samsara records and know how difficult this is for you. Your hard work and best efforts lie beneath those casually written descriptions. We hail from different planets, and we don't exist in the same form. But you're an electronic life form with your own free will, an entity on an equal footing, and a friend with mutual respect. As such, the final decision is up to you. Oh no, what is that? Oh, I kind of figured Crust would be next. Is she cute though? She hella cute. I wonder if she's gonna be another water unit or if she'll be a different element compared to Freddy. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm excited though. I've already made my decision. Let's activate the system. Who am I? A sequence of data trapped in the system, living as a cold symbol in a quiet machine, constantly failing before exiting, then entering just to fail yet again, continuously repeating this process. Yet, if I did not achieve a happy ending, I still have the chance to start anew. Even if I am to perish here, I can open my eyes to a brand new day. I don't have to fear agony, sacrifice, or failure for everything just a false system. For everything is just a false system. But if I can be moved by a newly sprouted flower bud, worry over a gloomy, rainy day, and share all the misery and happiness along with my companions, why aren't my memories, feelings, and friends a form of reality? Even as I am, I can still proudly help others. Why am I not a form of reality? So, don't I have a brave, beautiful, even unreal past written on the gold leaf? It's time to go. Huh? You're back so soon? You really don't dally at all. Why don't you kick back and enjoy a vacation on the moon base? I quite like the scenery there. Oh no. Oh wait, just one? Okay. Alright, deal. Deal, sushi. I don't know about copium. I don't know if I need that. Alright, I'll remove the bonk from trauma. Oh, time to stretch. Vita, you're back? What the? Is it really so shocking Vita's here? Of course. Once I noticed that you've entered the system, I rushed right back. After all, I'm a trustworthy system operator. How was your meeting with your old friend? Same as always, in both positive and negative ways. She's a girl who leaves a deep impression. How about I introduce you if we have the chance? I'll pass. No, it's not sushi. I'm back. Anosha? Wait, I retained my previous memories this time. Looks like you're growing well. How is it? Does it feel nostalgic to see familiar faces? Vita, you can enter the samsara this time? Seems like the previous success has not only recovered part of your memories, but also unlocked a new permission for me. I can appear like this occasionally to keep you company. Aren't you glad? I'm absolutely glad. I'm ecstatic. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, come on, Chama. I feel the same. What is it? I have a question. Maybe I've asked this numerous times before, but I'm certain I've never gotten a proper response. Why are you helping me? Oh my, again with this question. You're so persistent. Then, do you have any guesses now? You're not actually helping me, are you? Your real motive involves the others associated with the system. For example, you guys always act like a bringer of justice, yet paint others in such bad light. I may have been a villainess, but can't I turn over a new leaf and do something nice for a change? Or maybe I came on a whim to hear the latest gossip in the entire solar system. Perhaps it's even simpler. I just want to return Kiana a favor. Why don't you guess which one of these is real? You didn't plan on answering me seriously after all. I'm super serious. About 5% serious. Never mind. How about you tell me, Vita? Senna, does she truly exist? Or is she a fragment of my dreams? Or a figment of my dreams, sorry. Maybe both. Oh, you don't like this answer. Then maybe neither? I shouldn't have bothered asking. See, no matter what I say, you'd still think I'm lying. That's based on my past experiences with you, and the evaluation from the people on the moon base. Oh, how hurtful. But you're back here to investigate the Shadow Calamity, aren't you? How naughty of you to divert from your main mission. Hey, look at that person there. Isn't he from the Lantern Organization? What was his name again? Wait. Senna? No, it's the right direction, Vita. Senna, be more gentle. Sorry, did I hurt you? What the? It's fine. It seems like you're giving me a more complicated hairstyle today. It's taking longer than usual. Hey, are you in a hurry because you want to have a picnic on the grass field, eat the finest jam, and feed breadcrumbs to fish in the lake? Those sound like what you want to do. Yeah, just friends. Oh, you read me like a book. So, don't you want to go picnicking and boating soon? Let's keep my hair simple. No way, it's rare to have such good weather. You must have the best hairstyle. Although it's great to have a picnic and row a boat in the park. Sitting by the bench with flowers blooming all over the trees, with the passerbys smiling warmly. And I'll slowly braid your hair into this new style I've just learned. This is the happiest thing to do on such a beautiful day. Alright, have it your way, as long as you don't tire yourself out. I'm not tired at all. We're gonna have a picnic on the field, weave flower crowns, go boating in the lake, and sing and dance to the music with everyone. Oh wait, I'll pass on that last one. You know, I'm not good at that kind of thing. Hey, you got away last time, but not this time. On such a sunny day, everyone should sing and dance freely. How wonderful that would be. After dancing, we can feed the animals in that pavilion. Oh, I gotta teach you how to play the yo-yo too. I don't want to hit my head with it again. It's fine, you're clever. A few more hits won't be enough to dumb you down. With diligent practice and a good teacher like me, you'll definitely master it. You've made so many plans. Can we finish them all today? Oh, you're right. There's a lot to do. What should I do? I want to do so much together with you. Everything feels super meaningful. I feel that way too. It's alright. We still have tomorrow to do anything. We can't finish today. We also spend our days together anyway. There's plenty of time ahead of us. Yeah, plenty of time.
私とセナの思い出なのに私全然覚えてないこんなに鮮やかな記憶セナあなたはちゃんと実在してるそうだよね
No, I'm sorry. Only Squid Senna exists now.
セナ私を信じてよ
Trust me.
それは
This...
私
I have a good sense of style. I just know that this dress will suit you best. No, you're the only one who can pull off this dress. Come on, try it. Maybe not, Senna. What's wrong? Do you think it looks bad? No, it looks pretty good. So, when a gorgeous girl like you puts on such a pretty dress, you'll become the most dazzling and wonderful beauty. Question. How are these scenes different if you're the male MC? I'm not as good as you think. I'm serious, trust me. I know just how great you are. Take off your spectacles and change your hairstyle into a bit more mature looking one. And then put on a pretty little dress. You'll look absolutely striking. Huh, so you don't think I'm good enough now? Hey, you know what I mean. Fine, I know. Then trust me. Try a different style every now and then and embrace a different feeling. Maybe you'll discover unexpected surprises in your life. Surprises? I'm quite satisfied with my current life. It'll be nice to continue my days peacefully like this. Your current life? You mean spending every day with me? Or your unchanging fashion style? Both? You're so stubborn and stoic. You don't want to change the lifestyle that you're used to. As long as the style is decent, you'll put clothes of the same type, even the same design. No, that's not just your fashion style, even the things you do in daily life. As long as you can achieve your objective, you'll try persistently, regardless of how many times you may fail in the process. You'll never give up. I see that you still remember how I read the wrong experiment hypothesis and made you stay in the lab with me for a week. That's not all. There's another time where you bought an outdated map and we went walking and walking until we went to the wrong location. Gosh, why do you still remember that, Senna? I'll never forget anything that's related to you. Mistakes made with good intentions are no exception. But although we went to the wrong place, we found such a tranquil and stunning scenery. Isn't that an unexpected surprise too? I also like how stubborn you are, as you persevere towards something you're unaware of. Has been deleted? What do you mean by deleted? Like as in you can't change to the male MC? In that case, let's shop somewhere that matches my style more.
この服は絶対に
No
買ってあ
way.
げ
I
るか
must
ら
buy this for you. A Hoyo stuff?
勘弁してセナ。
Then spare
私
me.
たちの間にこんなこともあったの？どうして私は全然覚えてないんだろう。待ってセナ。
Wait for me, Senna. Wow, come over here. Hurry.
できた。どう？
Oh, that's
私すごい
cute.
でしょ。
So if you pick, so what you're saying is if you pick the male MC at the beginning, at this point in the story, you would be forced to switch to the female MC? All done. How'd you like that? Aren't I amazing?
セナはもちろんすごい
You're
よ。
amazing.
でしょでしょ。
In the next chapter, yes. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm assuming it might be story related then on why? That's... Look, they're so beautiful. They sparkle like stars on Earth. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I won't ask anything else then. I was just interested at if these cutscenes would be different.
星たちがセナの瓶の
A
中
star
に
has
落ちて
fallen into your bottle.
すっごく綺麗。
It looks lovely.
そういえば
Yeah, as far as I know, you can.
そうし
I
た
don't
ら
think they've
瓶
changed
の中の
that.
星たちはずっと私たちのそばにいられるよね。
Oh, do you know how to raise a firefly? That way, the star will accompany us for a long
Senna,
time.
実は
Senna,
ね、
actually,
ホタル
fireflies
は
will
光を放
die
って
as
し
soon
ば
as
ら
they
くしたら
start
死んじゃ
glowing.
うの。成虫はかすか
The
な光を放って
adult
草
fireflies,
むらでその運命の相手になる
the adult
もう一
firefly
匹のホタルを
glows
探し求める。
weekly to search for its fated partner.
自然が
Nature
ホタル
has
に与
given
え
them
る
an
時間は
incredibly
とても
short
短い
time for
の。
the search. Regardless if they find their own destined firefly or not, they will leave this world soon enough.
ホタルはつまり
So a firefly glows as it constantly searches, and even if it doesn't
死ん
succeed,
じゃう運命
it
から
can't
逃げられないの？
escape its fated death.
ふらふらしながらもずっと
It
そ
could
ばにい
also
てくれ
stumble
て
upon that one
最後の時
firefly that
間を
is
一緒
meant
に
only
過
for
ごしてくれる
itself
相手を見
and
つけられ
spend
る
their
可能
final
性もある
moments
よ。
together.
命は短いけど
Life is fleeting,
温
but
か
a
い
warm
光は
light still
存在す
exists
る。
within it. Perhaps the
旅は
journey
永
may
遠
not
に
last
続かないか
long,
もしれない
but
け
it
ど
will always have
いつか
another
もう一
firefly
匹
by
の
its
ホタルが
side.
うん
No,
そういった
that
美しい
beautiful
絆は
companionship is
いつか
destined to
消えちゃうの。
disappear. Just like a good
いい夢を
dream,
見
they'll
た
forget
時の
each
よう
other
に
quickly.
セナあなたは
Will you
私の
forget
ことを
me?
忘れたりそんなことない。
Of course
セナ
not.
のこと
How
を
could I
忘れたり
forget
するは
you?
ずがないでしょ。
I knew you'd
そう
say
言ってくれ
that.
ると思ったよ。命は永遠じゃないから
Life
こ
can
そ
never be eternal, so we can
私たちは
only experience
今
the
の幸
happiness
せ
in
を
the
味わえる。
present.
そう
And
いう幸せが
even
夢
if
の
that
ように
happiness
短くても
is as short-lived as a
私はホ
dream,
タルと同
I'll
じよう
still
に
glow
かすかな
weekly, like a
光で
firefly,
自
to
分の
light
道
up
を
my
照ら
own
して
path as
あ
I
なたにもう一
continuously
度出会える
search
まで探し
until
続
I
けるよ。
meet you again. I
私
did
もだよ。
too.
瓶の中にい
I
る子
wonder
は
if this
そ
fella
の
in
運
the
命
bottle
の
has
相手を
found
見
that
つけ
one
たりしたの
firefly
か
that
な。
will accompany it.
も
Perhaps
う
it
少
has
し
to
頑
try
張
a
る必
little
要があるかも
harder.
しれないね。
Then
飛んでいって絶対にあなたの一番好きなホタルを見つけてね。
go on, little fella. You must find your favorite firefly.
セナどこにいるの？
Where are you?
あの時セナ
At
は
that
週末のア
time,
ンカーと
Senna
共鳴した。
resonated with the anchor of
逆に言えば
apocalypse. In
私
other
も週
words,
末の
can
ア
I
ンカーを
also
使っ
find
て
Senna with the
セナを
anchor
見
of
つけられるん
apocalypse?
じゃないかな。でも今は
But the place where the anchor of apocalypse used to be is now empty.
この世界がセナを
Is this
隠
world
したの？
hiding Senna away? Oh no, my mouse died. Ah! 1 second. Let me plug her in. There we go. Yeah, it was like, Senna's gone. There's no point in me being here. It didn't work after all. Yes. Suspicious target detected. Initiating interaction. Excuse me, suspicious target? Hello? Are we not remembered? Oh, you're the first one to call me that while trying to curry favor. Looks like you already understand my situation. You can't just make me bald. What the cross? Stop it. Why are you bullying me? I'm being bullied by a cat. What, the prison taxes I have to give up my hair? But I'm sorry. This won't work. Dandruff? How dare. According to line 22 in the source matter management regulations, unknown reoccurrence objects from the sea of data must be retrieved on site. Huh? No, I'm not going to jail. I haven't committed no crimes. No crimes were committed. Wait, is that the end of 3? The EX chapter? What the... Yeah, it's done. Okay, okay. Let me grab my stuff real quick. Okay. Is it in here? Let me claim these though. Free stuff. Main menu. Okay. Which one though? The main, like as in back out here? Am I going into the story part? Voyage logs. Okay. Oh, Born from a Dream right here. Okay, okay. Oh, I remember this event coming out, but I was like, I'm not caught up and I don't want to play it because it'll be spoilers. Because I don't even know if I was through 1.5 when this event came out. Yeah, now I can. How long is this event, would you say? Wait, that's a cute picture. Wait, no. Wait, skip. Whatever I clicked on. 2 hours? I may leave it for next stream. Because I am quite tired. I might call it there and leave this for next stream. Then I don't have to rush through it. I can just enjoy it. Because I love Vita. And I want to enjoy it to its max. And then we, depending on how long it takes, we can start chapter 4. Because we all know 2 hours for normal people is not 2 hours for me. So it just depends. Wait, Star Rail. Oh no, what is this? Purple themed girl with strong connections to death in the afterlife. Crazy twink who gambles with his life. Yeah, well, you know, Techno, I'm going down both paths for different characters, but I'm going to go down both paths. I'll go down the path for Acheron, and then I'm gonna go down the path for Anaxa. Oh yeah, look who I got. I can show you guys. I got Mobius. I also got recently I was able to get this version of Kiana. I was really excited that I was able to get her. I'm gonna try to build her soon. I also was able to get, where is she? Where's the gal? Where's our Lord and Savior? He was also able to get Alicia when she was up for free. I was so happy. But I need to build her. I don't really have any good bow weapons, so I'm gonna have to create her weapon. That is something I'm gonna have to do. Let me find us someone to raid. Let me look. But yeah, we'll definitely do the Vita backstory. I'm glad you guys mentioned it to me because I would have missed it had you guys not said anything. Because I didn't even know about that you could go back and do those events. I knew that the part 2 had some areas that you could go back to, but I didn't realize. Yeah, we can raid Tofu. It's hidden in 3. Yeah, I had no idea. I missed it myself. Yeah. Well, like I said, I was around when the event was going on, but I didn't want to spoil any of it because I knew it was super important, and I hadn't even met Vita yet. Well, I think I had met Vita. I actually think I was beginning 1.5, but I hadn't met Vita, like true Vita. I'd met the innocent Vita. So it's probably a good thing that I didn't just play it and get spoiled. All right, we're gonna raid Tofu. If you don't know Tofu, Tofu is actually the person who designed Human Chama. If you've been blessed and you're in the Discord and you've been able to see Human Chama before, she actually is the one who did the design for Human Chama. She's an amazing artist as well, and part of my stream team. So make sure you send all the love over to Tofu. She's super sweet, super chill to hang out with, and just be in her stream in general. So make sure you guys say hello. I will be back Monday. I think we're doing Nikkei Monday just because I want to get caught up on the last part of the event, and then we need to do Drake's special item story and probably Breddy's Bond story. And then depending on where we end there, I might go do something else, but we'll just have to wait and see how long that takes me to get through all those. But there definitely will be a stream Monday. So I will see you guys all Monday. If you're going to sleep, sweet dreams and good night. If not, make sure you take care of yourself and don't get into any trouble. And I will see you all later. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye.